still capable of soloing a T-Rex, even though he's just a head.
Bite with all your strength.
Has to bowl people over to do damage.
Okay, so let's do a recap of last session. You guys find yourselves at Mabala, this plateau, 1,800 feet above the jungle canopy, and you came here to just basically wait till morning so you could see a view of the surrounding jungle. And you'd met an old crone who lives here in solitude, Nanny Poo-Poo. And turns out she's actually a green hag that had an ability to bring back the dead, even amidst the death curse, as she was a worshipper of Merkel, the god of death. She was probably responsible for killing whatever inhabitants lived up here in Mabala. As you can see, there are dozens of skulls lining the entrance to this small village that she's got set up here. Well, basically it's just a hut and a well. You did a bit of work for her with the Terrafolk, and that's when you met Avon and Jasmine, a group of adventurers that were looking for a couple of scouts that they had hired from Port Nyanzaru, as they too have been hired by Sindra Sylvain to try and stop the death curse. Anyway, we ended the session with you guys making a grisly discovery and finding Radger's corpse buried here, or at least his head. And it turns out that some of Nanny Poo-Poo's magic, or what Nanny Poo-Poo said about her being able to bring back the dead, is true, because Ragdar's head is, well, he's still alive. It's talking to you guys. I think you guys have taken a long rest, or if you haven't, then you probably should. It's very late at night for your characters. So yeah, you've lost your wings. Wait, there is this the next morning?
It's the morning. Then we turned back. We spent an hour going down, and then we decided, hey, we should probably go back up. So we traveled an hour back up.
That's
so it
right.
Should be the.
So you take a short rest. Sorry, not a long rest. So whatever. I don't know what your hit points were just then, Jasmine, but fix that up. Just take a short rest if you want. You should probably take one before you head out. That's right. So it is the next morning, and you guys
I'll quickly roll my hit dice and whatnot.
Yeah, roll some hit dice. This is just the aftermath of you guys discovering Nanny Poo-Poo's true form, and it's dry and sunny this morning. A little bit of light rain. You've actually before you've actually went to head off, you have caught an astounding view of the surrounding area, and now you're just making the next plan, basically. I'm gonna say the other party members are just preparing themselves. Maybe they're pouring one out for Ragdar's body, and they're actually gonna get a head start. So technically, I guess they'll be the lead expedition. You guys will be the backup expedition. But there's quite a large number of party members, so you guys have decided to kind of split and have a scouting party lead first, and you guys can just follow the trail that they leave for you guys. So Millhouse, Yazo, Turig, Petra, they all head off like that. And I'll say that Millhouse is going to leave his Still Defender with you guys as a way to track Millhouse in case you guys become separated. So they've already head off. They'll be no more than an hour ahead of you guys.
Awesome. Were there places you wanted to check, Avon?
I think we need to check her hovel.
Let's go do that.
Obviously had some power over life and death. Maybe we find something.
Worth a look?
Maybe we can find something. She obviously has some powers over life and death.
Okay. You guys feel the intense jungle heat starting to increase today, and you're already sweating profusely, drenched from the humidity. As you head into this hovel, the sunlight pours in through some gaps in the roof, through the entryway, and also some small gaps in the walls of this Spartan hovel. It illuminates some wooden tables, some benches, and some shelves. The wood looks brittle and cracked. It's dusty. There are small spiders and other insects crawling around on the benches, including cockroaches. You can see a bunch of dirty dishes piled up where there is a small rusty wash basin that's actually sitting on the ground. It could pretty much double as a bathtub. The shelves have some crockery and cutlery, and there are some oils and some other ingredients. They could be useful or they could not be useful. There's no labels on any of the jars, and there's a mixture of some kind of light colored oils, and then there's like a green paste in one of them, and you need to make a nature check to try and identify these unguents.
I'll give it a try. Whoops.
Alright, you just kind of dip your finger in and taste one of them, and it literally just tastes like palm fronds that have been mulched up and maybe some water added, and it doesn't taste very nice. There are a few spices as well. Other than that, it just really seems like food on this shelf. Then your attention is directed towards this gangly mat that she sleeps on. It's literally just like a soggy animal hide. There are a few insects crawling around on it, and you actually kind of pull it up, and there are some small bones kind of underneath it, like she'd been eating in bed and tucked a couple of the bones underneath, and they look like human bones, maybe some finger bones or something like that. There's no valuables in her bed either. Other than that, there's not much more to her hovel. It's a very simple living space. It's quite disgusting, and there is mold growing on everything, and the smell of mold is very strong, pungent, as you explore this rickety looking hut.
Well, I don't see anything that indicates magic, even. Maybe we should search other places.
Maybe we continue. Jasmine and I joined late. Where was it the party was going after this?
We're going to go to Orolunga to seek the wisdom of a Naga there.
Perhaps we should make our way, or do we want to wait until the sun goes down?
Oh, God, no. Bad idea.
So, upon searching Nanny Poo Poo's hut, she did say if she was to perform the rite of stolen life, she would need 3 things: a intact humanoid corpse, a gemstone worth at least 100 gold pieces, and the sacrifice of another humanoid. So you feel like she didn't really have any gemstones herself, or at least if she did, she had one and she embedded it into Ragdar's head, because you can kind of see this glow from a gemstone kind of sunken behind Ragdar's eyes. But Nanny Poo Poo's spellcasting focus, it's a skull. It was that one that you can see on the handout around her neck. That is the holy symbol of Merkel. That may be worth something,
step on
I
it?
guess. Okay. Yeah, you can just crush it.
Yeah.
It breaks pretty easy. It's fairly brittle and it just crunches. And Ragda, like, sort of says, "Whoa, come on now." That kind of freaks me out because, that's all I am now, just a head, and you basically just murdered an entire person in my eyes.
I think you'll be okay.
We needed
I'll try not to. What's up? Sorry.
I hear that we need spices too for her to perform this ritual. That she will not be performing now. Well, perhaps the spices on the shelf might be of some use.
Be my guest. All these plants look the same to me.
As you guys are discussing this, you hear some movement, and you look over, and it's Turek.
Hey, Turek.
Hello.
I thought you were with the lead expedition. Why'd you come back?
Me felt me needed here.
You were right, buddy.
Yes.
Hey, you're good with plants, right?
Me good with plants.
There's some stuff in here that tastes like leaves. Can you give it a look over?
Turek? Are you there?
Not my sheets.
Oh, I didn't ask for any ability check. He asked you if you if you could identify some plants or something. He didn't say.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Chainsaw, I can't hear anything right now.
Okay. All right. Well, just when you can hear, just join in. All right. So they very much, as far as you can tell, Orion, they're just spices and whatnot.
Okay.
Right, we're gonna go over to the map of Cholt because it's day 45. Time is running out, and there is no time to waste. You need to plan your next move. It should be pretty simple.
It looks like we just go down from this plateau, and we are right there. Orolunga.
Here's hoping.
I am curious as to what that statue is that someone saw while standing on top of the plateau.
Yeah, I'd like to look at that too, but we just don't have the time.
I believe this is it, perhaps?
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we're most likely going to get lost on the way to Orolunga, so we might end up there anyway.
Okay.
But I don't want to go out of our way to go to it. So let's just head in the direction of Orolunga here.
All right. It's already yeah. This is the map. This is the map that you have. Yeah, this actual map that you're seeing here is the map that you guys have. So it's already kind of close to noon when you guys make your way down from Abala. And you could still make progress today. You have lost a few hours of travel, but yeah, if you were to go at a normal pace, you predict you'll still get 10 miles. If you were to go at a fast pace, you may not make the full 20 miles of travel. There'll be less chance of that because you've already spent, there's some events have happened on this day. Also, Turi, you can take a short rest. Alright, with the Wonder of Fate, you can find fresh water for yourself and other people each day if the land offers it, which it mostly does. As long as it's raining or you're near a river. or you may be able to find water if things are bad. It's the wet season at the moment, so water hasn't really been an issue, but that's going to change in a couple of weeks because it's going to become the dry season. As for maps and geography, you can recall the general layout of the terrain, settlements, and other features around you. It's not going to help you with navigation though. When you're trekking through the jungle, it's very difficult. It's not a simple matter of going from A to B. There are ravines, there are thick spans of jungle, there are rivers, there are swamps, there's all sorts of things that can go wrong, and you can get lost pretty easily, even if you think you're going in the right direction. Depending on the terrain, it depends on the difficulty of that navigation. So, speaking of navigation, who is going to be leading today?
I'll give it a try.
Okay. You guys in agreement? Orion's going to lead you guys?
Agree?
Alright, you meet the other group, and they said they were just scouting the area around Mabala. It seems to be quite flat around the area. As you can see on the map, there's no jungle canopy for at least 3 to 4 miles to the northeast, and other than that, the areas about 10 miles southwest are pretty, like, there's no trees, there's no jungle, it's pretty flat. I mean, there are some hills and stuff. You can see for about 2 miles before the horizon cuts out your view. So, what pace do you want to set today, Orion?
Let's do normal pace.
Okay, you're going to do a normal pace. Right. You've got Mabala here as a landmark, so the chances of you getting lost are very, very slim to none. Especially if you're going at a normal pace. Alright, you head off traveling through the hills, and it's already noon. The day progresses, and it's hilly terrain. It's more hilly than what you would have thought. You're using Mabala to guide you. It's a giant plateau, but that soon disappears out of view anyway after a few miles. And night starts to fall. You've been traveling for the better part of a day. You haven't had any encounters. Night falls, and it's time to set up camp. It's kind of grassy around this region. Before it was kind of flat, and it was more almost like Badlands. But now it's kind of grassy, and you're starting to see quite a few trees, and there are little streams trickling about. It starts to get quite green again, really tropical. Lots of tropical plants and some flowers and whatnot. You can smell the rainforest, and you can feel the humidity. And you haven't told anyone yet, Orion, but you've got no friggin' idea where you are. You should have hit the jungle by now, like the proper jungle, but you haven't. So you must have got a little bit lost. But as you guys go to set up camp, you see a campfire already. Not too far away, near a clearing. You can smell the smoke before you even see the light from the campfire. A few hundred feet away from you guys, there are a few kind of trees and a little bit of a hill obscuring the view, so you're not sure who the camp belongs to. So you have a choice. You can go and investigate, or you can just move away, find your own camp.
I'll start whispering as soon as I see and say, hey Turd, can you turn into something sneaky?
Yeah, I'll turn into a snake.
Okay.
And slither on up.
Alright, what sort of snake are you turning into?
I will turn into a giant constrictor. That's the medium-sized snake, right?
Giant constrictor. I think that is huge.
I think that's
It's literally an anaconda. It's like an anaconda.
Non-venomous one.
All right. Well, I'll tell you your options for snake wild shape. There is constrictor snake, flying snake. If you can do flying, I don't know if you can do flying yet or not.
I don't think I can do flying just yet.
Giant constrictor snake, giant poisonous snake, or a coral snake. I think most of them are poisonous, except for the constrictor. You could do a normal constrictor snake.
Yeah, I'll do a normal constrictor.
Okay. Alright, you're a normal constrictor snake, and it is pitch black, and you're kind of just tasting the air around you to navigate. And other than that, your vision is very, very limited, but you can kind of direct yourself towards the smoke of the campfire. Alright, so are you trying to stealth up? Trying to be hidden as you're doing this?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm not trying to be. Definitely not trying to draw attention to myself. So being.
Okay, you're quite a large creature. You're about 15 feet long. Alright, let me give you control of the snake sheet. Alright, you start to head up, and because your sight is limited, you're kind of just sensing the immediate area around you, and you slither up quite close to someone or something. Make me a stealth check. Alright. As you slither up, Turig, there's a few rocks that you have to kind of navigate around, and you start to sense some tents set up here. There's a camp, and there's a male human with black hair. He wears full plate, and he is just sitting around near the entrance of one of his tents. There are some others about as well. It looks like an adventuring party. There's a human, an elf, dragonborn, and you also recognize Salida, the scout. I don't know if you remember her or not, but this is her.
Yeah.
Port Nine Zara, one of the guides that tried to get you guys to hire her, but you didn't choose her. Anyway, you're spotted as you hiss kind of loudly as you make your way up with that 7 on your stealth check, and this guy with black hair who's kind of sitting next to the tent, he's very brawny, and he has got like a massive greatsword, and he just looks over and sees you slither up, and his eyes widen, and he just yells out, "Oh, it's a big snake!"
And I turn around to slither away.
Oh, he's going to hit you with his greatsword by this stage.
Oh, I get it.
Alright, we're going to get back to you in a second, Turig.
Yep.
Actually, just make me a dexterity check first, just to basically see if you're going to be able to be quicker than this guy. Okay. You beat him. You slither away before he can react. He's about to chomp you with his greatsword. And you slither off. He doesn't give chase. You can slither back to the party. Alright, so you guys are just waiting. Turig comes back after a couple of minutes in his snake form.
I pop out of snake form and continue right into a run. venture party. It's a leader, crazy guy from Nizaru.
Okay.
Me almost get chopped.
Oh, should we kill them?
Me big snake. Me scary. Maybe.
That's fair.
I don't know.
Well, what do you guys think? Should we go say hi or set up our tent somewhere else? They don't seem super dangerous.
Like I said, from Nizaru, they guide.
I am familiar with. If you think it's someone we can trust, we can approach them.
Me don't know if we can trust. She's not bad, but me, I don't know.
Well, I say we're under strength because we're the backup party. Let's not risk it. Let's camp by ourselves then. Does that sound good?
That sounds like you.
As you guys know, there are plenty of other adventurers that have been sent by Sindra Sylvain into the jungle, and I think you may have actually recognized one of these adventurers, Turg. They're a part of the company of the Yellow Banner, another group of adventurers that you had met in the Thundering Lizard Tavern in Port Nyanzaru.
All right, so I think back to what I saw before. I said, Yellow Banner. Ryan, you remember Yellow Banner?
Yeah, they were drinking the tavern that one time, right?
Yeah. Thundering Lizard.
Okay.
And me thinks they were there. Me thinks that.
Yeah, when you think back to this adventuring party, the company of the Yellow Banner, quite a large party of adventurers that seem to think that finding the source of the death curse was like a competition, and they were saying that they're going to beat you guys to it and whatnot.
Weren't they wearing like a bunch of heavy armor that didn't seem to bother them too? Like magic armor or something?
Well, that was in a tavern. One of them was wearing full plate. I mean, you feel like trekking through the jungle in full plate would definitely bother you, but sitting around in a tavern, I mean, it would be uncomfortable, but it wouldn't be like deadly.
Here's what I'm thinking. They're competitive enough that I don't want to mess with them while we're under strength. Let's camp apart from them. And if we run into them, I'm not expecting a fight, but let's just be careful, yeah?
Me like pain.
Alright, you're not going to be able to travel too much further away from their camp today, unless you're going to do a forced march. And also, you guys haven't collected any water today. Your water skins are empty. So we need to find some water. It hasn't really been raining very much.
I find water in this spell right here. Create or destroy water.
Okay, you casting that spell.
Yes.
Alright, well, whenever you cast it, you're doing level 1. Alright, so you get 10 gallons. Alright, you set up the rain catches. And you guys currently need 18 gallons as a whole.
Then I'll cast it again.
Okay. Alright, as you set up the rain catches and cast these spells, a couple of the company of Yellow Banner have found you guys here. You see a dragonborn, male elf or half elf with blonde hair, a human male wearing a chain shirt, and Salida. They just come on over, and Lord Brixton, their leader, speaks to you guys. Well, well. What do we have here? Greetings. Hail, adventurers.
Hail.
Lord Brixton wears a skull cap. He's a human male. He's in his late 40s. And he's got finely trimmed mustache. No beard. Looks kind of friendly. He smiles at you all. We were hunting a snake that happened upon our camp, and look who we found. I believe we've met before, little goblin. Lord Brixton of the Company of the Yellow Banner.
Me is Turig.
Yes, Turig. I recognize some of you. Some of you don't seem too familiar. Tell me, what you're doing out here just a few hundred feet away from our camp. Forgive me, but it seems mighty suspicious. And then Salida steps forward. I remember them. Yes. They didn't want to hire me, Lord Brixton. Show them no sympathy. Now, Salida, they've done nothing wrong. Just because you didn't get hired by them, you shouldn't have any hard feelings towards them. That's their loss. You see, Salida here, she's been an absolutely resplendent guide for the Company of the Yellow Banner. I could have sworn that I remember you all having some guides as well. Was it a couple of drunkard dwarves that wouldn't stop arguing with each other? Are they around here somewhere?
Unfortunately, no. Our paths split a while ago.
Oh. Was there a problem?
No, they were both fine, upstanding men. Just the hardships of the trail, I suppose.
Well, this is not the place to talk. There are dangerous, large snakes around. I will invite you to our camp. We have some tents set up. Seward is an excellent cook. We've got some dinosaur stew on the go. You're welcome to have some. There's plenty for all.
How could we refuse?
We've actually been very fortunate on our expedition. Come over to our camp. Alright, he leads you guys over. Salida, though, kind of stares at you all, and she just gives you like an evil glare.
I stick my tongue out at her.
She goes off into a tent and doesn't sit with you guys. She just kind of, they've got a number of tents set up here, and you have a look at their camp, and they've got like a pretty good setup. They've got a heap of tents. They've got like cooking equipment. They've got crates doubling as tables. They've got like a wagon that they've managed to somehow get this deep into the jungle.
Wagon? Oh my god.
Yeah, like a little wagon to carry supplies. And you're not gonna lie, their camp looks pretty well set up.
I'm jealous.
And I'll presume that like you've got Ragdar's head just like dangling on your belt.
Yeah.
Alright, so these guys don't seem too fazed by it, or at least Lord Brixton isn't. But a couple of the others, they're just giving you a strange stare, but no one says anything to you, Orion, about the head. And then Ragnar speaks. Oh, dinosaur stew! Oh, hell, give me some of that! And then everyone in the camp's jaw just drops. And there's you take a look around the camp. There's you can see their tokens, who they are. Bravis Boulderborn, he's a dwarf, human male. Biff is also a dwarf. What was that? Sorry.
This brain is just black for me.
Oh, do you not have? It shouldn't be black. Let me see what's going on here. Oh yes, it's that. I'm also gonna save that token again. How's that?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Let me just see if the token is saved. What about now? Can you see? Okay, cool. Alright, you can see the adventurers here, and they actually have just kind of stuck into the ground near their camp a flag. And it's basically just a yellow flag. The Company of the Yellow Banner. They're all very pleasant, and then when Ragnar starts speaking, their jaws drop in awe. And a dwarf who's just kind of poking, like Bravos here, who's poking the fire with a stick, he kind of just falls backwards, ah! And his legs go up in the air. And even Biff, kind of, who's, from when you met him last time, he's pretty standoffish and stubborn. He even gets he gets spooked. He kind of grabs the side of the wheelbarrow. And Lord Brixton, he just kind of takes his thumb and his pointer finger and he strokes his chin. He seems interested in Ragnar. That is curious. A talking head? I would say that I'm surprised, but it's not the strangest thing I've seen here in Chult. I'm sure you've got a story to tell us about that. It's not going to bite, is it? Yeah, I'll fucking bite, alright? Come here, try and test me.
Hey, down boy. He's a friend. We just couldn't leave him behind.
Friend? Well, tell us the tale. You guys can share the story of that over the campfire.
Yeah, absolutely. Do they have any Tej?
Yeah. He's a friend that had an unfortunate accident, but we managed to see a maid to, well, get him to this state.
Ah, and what's your story? Oh wait, where'd your token go? Is it just disappeared? Oh, I'm not seeing it on my map. But you can see you're still there. Nope. Are you on? Yeah. Are you on the map? I don't see you anywhere.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm behind Odin.
Oh, it's weird. I didn't see you on my map.
There.
There, I put another token on for you anyway. Alright, so Lord Brixton, he looks over at you, Jasmine. And what about you, my lady? What's your story? I don't recall you being with this intrepid group of adventurers when we had previously met at Port Nyanzaru.
Yes, well, I seem to be in a latecomer, and also my elven friend here as well. We hired a couple of scouts, elven as well, but unfortunately they too have met an unfortunate fate.
Sounds like you haven't had any luck with any of your guides. Oh, I'm so glad that we have Salida. In fact, we already know where the source of the death curse is.
Really?
Aha. Where would that be?
Friend, I'm not going to tell you. You do know that the reward for finding the Soulmonger and destroying it is a rare magic item for every party member in an adventuring group. I don't think we're willing to share that kind of prize with you all. After all, we've just met. Properly.
Reward has nothing to do with magic items given. Reward is about putting the balance between life and death back in order.
Oh, what a noble cause. I don't see why this death curse should really be bothering anyone who's alive. The way I see it, when your time's up, your time's up. If you've cheated death, well, you've already lived longer than you were expected to. It's quite simple, really. You just don't die. And the death curse doesn't bother you.
Well, I mean, he has a point.
But, hey, if some crazy old retired wizard wants to give away an abundance of rare magic items, just to find a little artifact or something, the company Yellow Banner is there for that.
What are you going to do about the Lich?
What Lich?
Oh, no, I'm sure you have it covered. You're so far ahead of us.
Lich?
Sorry?
What do you mean lich? What lich? Wait, what is a lich?
Well, maybe we know something that you don't.
Go on then, keep your secrets, he says.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an arrangement here, right? You want to be prepared for everything in the jungle. I could shut up, Isabel. We could tell you about this lich that's coming. And you can tell us about where the death curse is.
We'll just say that Ragnar's the cat meowing in the background.
I'm so sorry.
You don't have to apologize. It's funny. All right, Lord Brixton he just smiles and he crosses his arms and he walks up to you, Orion. Are you scared of a bit of healthy competition? I don't see why we should share information. It takes the fun out of things.
Well, if you like competition, maybe we could add to it.
Oh, I'm a good sportsman. Do you want to make this interesting?
I would love to make this interesting.
What do you have in mind?
Well, the prize is magic items for all these for all the members of your party, but there's sure to be treasure along the way, right?
Well, we've had some luck finding a few things here and there, but we've not dawdled too much. We're getting straight to the point. I'm sure there are many untold treasures here in Chult with these ancient civilizations of a bygone era, but we are focused on one thing. You see, once we get these rare magic items, we'll probably come back here and plunder the whole island.
Well, that's a good goal. How about this? Assuming that we all live through this and we find each other in Port Nyanzaru afterward, whoever wins not only gets the prize, but also has to give up a magic item to the victor. So if you win, the losing party gives you a magic item.
So you're trying to say you want to give us all of your magic items? And Biff laughs. Funny.
Well, I think we're going to win, so you're going to have to give us a magic item.
You're on. And he extends his hand.
I shake it.
He gives you a firm handshake while looking you in the eye. I guess I'll be seeing you back in Port Nyanzaru. Make sure you've got the magic items ready for us.
Yeah. We'll see who wins.
Now, I did say I'm a good sportsman, so how's about we throw you a bone. There is a ziggurat to the west called Orolunga. There is a guardian Naga that lives there. If you can make it that far through the jungle, then you can speak to the Oracle. That is where we learned the location of this death curse.
Oh, we are right behind you, I guess. That's where we're headed. We just haven't visited Orolunga yet.
Ah. Well, it's getting late. Let's get some shut-eye. We'll part ways in the morning. You've just made things a hell of a lot more interesting here in Cholt.
Likewise.
There's no spare tents for you all, but you can lay out your bedroll somewhere. And they all head off to their tents later in that night.
Well, hey, that went well.
As you guys lay out your bedrolls, it's there's not really a jungle canopy overhead, so there's an astonishing view of the stars, clear as night. You can see all the different constellations, and you have a very comfortable sleep.
Awesome.
Everyone take a long rest. You guys wake up the next morning. The next morning, the company Yellow Banner are already packing up their tents. They get an early start. It's day 46.
Before they head out, can I see who is navigating? Like, are they like preparing and looking at a map of their own to try to figure out where to head out?
Yeah, it's Salida, the guide.
Shit.
She seems to be good.
Can I try to peek over her shoulder while she's looking at the map and try to figure out where we are?
Make a stealth check, Orion, if you're trying to do that without her realizing.
Oh.
Alright, she's taking a look at the map and she's just kind of pointing, and Biff's looking over her shoulder, and you take a little glimpse and make a perception check.
All right. Here's the big one. Shit.
Alright, you're having trouble seeing exact location, and you just catch a little glimpse as you're walking by. Obviously, they don't want you guys to know where they're heading. But it appears that you're south of Mabala somewhere.
Okay.
So you could either be in like this hex or this hex.
Got it.
Alright, when you guys wake up, they pack up quickly and it starts to piss down with rain. It's really rainy today. It cuts through the humidity a little bit, but everyone's getting soaked. And you guys part ways. The company Yellow Banner just smile at you all one more time. They all they just leave this flag here as well, this yellow banner, like they've claimed this territory. And then with that, Lord Brixton just wishes you well. Good luck! Remember, west to Orolunga. That's where you'll find out where the source of the death curse is. We're just gonna go a little bit a ways. In fact, how about you leave first?
That's fair. Good luck, and I'll see you in Port 9 Zara.
Alright. Make a Alright, Orion, make me a survival check so you can try and figure out where you are.
Fantastic.
On the map.
Shit.
You're not sure.
I mean, you give him a bit of help with that.
You're not
Yeah.
Orion, you're not really sure. So you got no idea. You can't be too far. So I mean, if you're south of Mbala, you're either in this hex or this hex. One of those two. So it's up to you if you want to share with the party that you're lost, and then we'll need to figure out who's going to navigate today.
I mean, we're going west anyway. There's no reason at home.
Where we go? Orolunga.
Yep.
Okay. So, is Orion leading? Still.
Unless anybody has any objections.
Do not.
I do.
We
Shut
don't know
up,
that
Ryan.
we're lost.
Before you make your check this time, do so with Ellenbore's guidance.
Alright, the navigation is... It's not a minute, it's like literally an entire day. Guidance isn't going to help you there.
Never mind then.
And
I'm
yeah,
not sure.
it's this. He doesn't make any. You don't make any ability check for this. All right. So, Orion, you're planning to head west. What pace are you setting? Don't forget, it's day 46, and the wet season is ending. It's going to be really hard to get water.
I think we'll risk it and go quickly.
Okay. You set
We
a
gotta find out what the other group knows.
fast pace.
Then catch up and pass them.
You want to see what direction the other group's going?
I don't know. I want to learn from the Ziggurat, from the Naga, what the other group has found out.
Absolutely.
That way we can beat them to the destination they are going.
Let's hope.
Who's in the other group?
Well, it was a group of adventurers we just met.
All right.
So,
I'll go on.
yeah, so it's not Ragda.
No, Ragda's hanging from my belt.
All right. Yeah, this was another group of adventurers. All right. So, all right, Yazo is here. All right, Yazo, you were just in the backup expedition, and you're going to join the lead expedition today. So, Milhouse and Petra in the backup expedition. All right. So, day 46, Orion's setting a fast pace, and you start to travel through the day, through the morning. You don't have any encounters in the morning, and you kind of hit jungle, thick jungle, at about noon, and you guys suddenly hear the sound of some very large creatures, like thundering footsteps, trees being parted, and the ground almost kind of tremors, and you can see a couple of large trees being felled. Something stomping through the wilderness. And
Can I hide?
Yeah.
so you want to just stop where you are and duck down in some trees? You're not sure if the
Yeah.
sound's coming towards you or not. It's kind of, it's off in the distance. So yeah, it's up to you guys what you do. All right, Yazo's just
fine.
gonna hide.
Yeah.
You don't need
To
to
the
make a
distance,
stealth
fine.
check. You don't need to make a stealth check. This noise is far away. It's like hundreds of feet away. So there's nothing in your line of sight. You can't see what it is, and vice versa.
Turek looks to the rest of the group and says, "Nothing we do stop it from coming or going. We just go."
The goblin is wise. Let's keep going.
Aye, little goblin.
Okay. Alright, it's, yeah, the noise is not coming towards you. And the stomping sounds just kind of disappear as you guys continue on. Yeah, there's no sign of that for the rest of the day.
Do we come across its footprints?
No, you don't cross paths with whatever this is.
Okay.
You would have had to go on and investigate to see that.
No, thank you.
All right. Yeah, whatever it was, it's not moving the same direction as you guys. It just happened near you guys. Happened by you. All right. Night falls. You guys set up camp, and this time you have to just kind of make your own camp. You're in the jungle. Do you guys want to do watch?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Humans first.
Okay. I'll. How many watches do you guys want to do? 4 watches?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's taking first watch?
I will.
I'll go
Okay.
with him.
Who's
I'll
taking?
take second.
Alright, Jasmine takes second. Who's taking third watch?
Turg will take third.
Okay, and who's taking that 4th watch?
I'll take the last one.
Okay. Alright, as
I'll
it's dark
the whole
and
time.
raining, Millhouse gets like really scared, and he comes and wants to snuggle up with Orion. And leaves Petra by herself, apparently. Petra will be
Well, by
around
lots
with
of
you guys.
things, Orion's
first-
Papa Dog for Triggy and Millhouse.
Yeah, I smell really bad. I smell like wet dog.
Okay. So, it's raining. There's not much point setting up of like making a fire, and it will just go out. You guys can actually set up your rain catchers and get plenty of rainwater for today. That's not an issue at all. So everyone's sleeping. You guys are just kind of huddled around. I guess you've got a bit of the jungle canopy protecting you from the elements, so you're not getting completely soaked. And it was Turig doing third watch. Okay, so you guys are asleep. Orion, Yazo, Avon, Jasmine, Millhouse. Millhouse is snuggled up with Orion. And yeah, Yazo, it's been a full day, so you're long rested. Everyone should be pretty fresh actually, because you didn't have any encounters today.
That's the bad thing about Rogue, you're always fresh, so you don't get anything from a long rest.
I thought that would be a good thing. You're always fresh.
Well, it is, but you miss the long rests.
Okay, so as you're on watch, Turig.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking to my brother real quick. I'm back.
Okay, just if you just go AFK, just let me know, please. Yeah, just at least say something, because I might be telling you something important, and you may not be here. All right. Yeah, just type it in the chat or something, just as a common courtesy, please. All right. You guys are attacked by assassin vines during the night. 3, they just look like regular vines until they animate. They try to constrict the target. They've actually killed one of the, not party members, not the adventurers, but they've killed one of the party members from a backup expedition before. You don't need to roll initiative, Jasmine. That's API will do it for you. It's quicker that way. Alright, these creatures are, they're indistinguishable from a normal plant or a normal vine until they move. So you've set up camp right next to them, unfortunately. And they attempt to surprise. So this is for surprise. Turig, given that you're on watch, you'll be actively looking for hazards, so I'll allow you to make a perception check instead of relying on your passive to try and avoid being surprised. Alright, you won't be surprised. Everyone else is though, because they're unconscious. Unless your passive perception is 20 or higher. No one is. Alright, so you guys are asleep and prone, so you're unconscious at the moment. You guys are just snoozing away. When you wake up, you can like grab one thing, whether it be a weapon or something like that. And if you have a shield, usually you wouldn't have the shield on while you're sleeping, of course. As in terms of armor, as well, sleeping in armor. I know our Millhouse uses like heavy armor. And you'd be medium. Yeah, you'd be fine to sleep in the medium Millhouse as long as you've got full hit die.
Yeah.
I'm also
not sure whether...
I'm also medium. Medium armor.
Alright. Oh, you guys are both medium armor?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether Scale counts as either light or medium.
Which armor, sorry?
Scale mail, that's the one I'm wearing.
Scale, I think, is heavy. I think scale is heavy.
I'll look in the compendium and check it out.
Okay. Alright, in that case, well, you guys need more water. A lot more water than 18 gallons per day. But I'll figure that out. I mean, with the rain catches, you're fine at the moment. I think you guys actually need... actually, not too much more. You need 20 gallons instead of 18 with your current party makeup. Which is a lot of water. But anyway, let's not worry about that now. The point is, you guys will be sleeping in your armor. But you're just surprised even. So Turig, you see these 3 vines animate, come to life and start to try and grab people, and you're up.
Would it be an action to start kicking these people up and awake?
No, you can, if you just yell loudly, everyone will wake up.
Okay, I yell loudly and try to wake everybody.
Okay, you guys are awake. You're still surprised, but you've literally just awoken to Turig yelling at you guys.
A bit close to it.
Yeah, just check the compendium for scale mail, and it is medium armor.
Okay. Alright.
And I cast Moonbeam.
Where are you putting it?
What happens if you put it on Orion?
Okay. Just in future, before you cast a spell, just you need to say location first, or any attack or any spell.
Oh yeah.
You have to pick the target before you cast it, or the location. All right, it's a 30-foot high column of radiant energy. It starts to beam down on the assassin vines, and they'll make con saves at the start of their turns.
Yep. And that's it.
Alright, it's a con save for this assassin vine. Alright, the radiant energy, it burns through a bit of the vine, but it doesn't do a whole lot. Alright, this one is going to they're attached to trees. They're just vines. It loosely uncoils itself from the tree and it drops down to the ground, still attached to the tree, and then into the ground. It like burrows, and it starts to spread out its vines, and everything within 15 feet of it becomes difficult terrain. These tangled roots, gnarled brambles just kind of burst up from the ground. So if you start your turn there, you'll have to make a strength save, because they're wrapping around your arms and legs, and they're going to restrain you and keep you in place in this area. That's what its turn is consisting of. Alright, this assassin vine is going to just try and wrap around you, Turig. It just shoots forward, trying to constrict you. Can you not see, Jasmine? Again? You should be able to see, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
You're here. Maybe you weren't centered.
Yeah, I must have just been in one area that's completely black.
You can see now though, right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, Turig. So yeah, the vine hits you, it wraps around you, and it squishes you for 10 bludgeoning damage. And you're grappled by the vine. And while you're grappled, you're restrained. And you can feel this poison that's being excreted from the vine burning your flesh. And you'll take poison damage at the start of your turn if you're still grabbed by the vine. And that's its turn. Yazo, you're surprised. Jasmine, you're surprised. Millhouse, surprise, surprise. And it's the other assassin vine's turn. It's going to make a con save. So it takes 2d10 radiant damage. And it's just going to take that damage, and then it's going to just move a little bit. And it's going to try and... Actually, it's going to move down here. And you can roll damage, Turig. The assassin vine's going to try and grab Orion. Because you're prone, Orion, it's actually disadvantage.
Strength save?
You don't have to make a strength save.
Oh, okay.
It hits you. You take 12 bludgeoning damage. Are you there, Turig?
Yes, I am.
Are you going to roll damage for your moonbeam? I asked you 2 times already, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you could pay attention, that would be great. So you're hit for 12 bludgeoning damage, Orion, and you're grappled and restrained. And same thing is going to happen to you. You'll take poison damage at the start of your turn. Orion, Avon, Jasmine, and Millhouse. I need each of you to make a strength save. Because it's already been your turns, actually, even though you're super.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Every one of you make a strength save. Now. Alright, Jasmine, the grasping vines on the ground have grabbed you and you're restrained. Everyone else has managed to avoid being grabbed. Alright, Avon, you're up. You already made your... Did you make your strength save? Yeah, you made your strength save, so... You've awoken. There are vines wrapping around your arms and legs. You've just woken up and this is happening. There are animated vines grabbing people.
I can pick up and grab one item, you said?
Yeah, you have one interactive object. Anything more than that, it costs your action.
Okay. I'll take half my action to stand up. I'll pick up my shield.
Alright, if you want to put your shield on, that's an action.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, to equip a shield or take a shield off, it's an action.
Okay.
Alright. So you're not putting the shield on, right? You're just picking it up to get your holy symbol.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, it is my holy symbol, so I guess I have it, but it's not equipped.
Yeah, you can like just grab it by the straps and use it as use the holy symbol on it. Alright, or just kind of like hold it up, however you do it. Alright, Spirit Guardians, 15 foot radius of radiant energy expands from you. Alright, Turig, at the start of your turn, you take 18 points of poison damage. And you also need to make a strength saving throw.
And what's it called? Is down.
Yeah, you lose concentration.
Yeah, I will make the escape check. What do you want me to use?
You need to make a strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw.
Can you change then do it?
Alright, so while this assassin vine has you, the roots on the ground are also trying to entangle you. You manage to avoid getting entangled by the roots. Alright, if you wish to escape the grapple, it's an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Make the athletics check.
Alright, you are free from the grapple.
And what is it? Difficult terrain? So that's 10 feet of movement.
Yep.
And that was action.
Alright, when you step there, you provoke from this assassin vine. It's going to try and grab you.
Okay.
And it misses.
Bonus action. It's actually a bonus action. Disengage.
Okay.
So yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
Get him off.
This assassin vine is going to try and grab you, Jasmine, using its vines. It's going to try and wrap around you. And a 15 is a hit. Alright, it grabs you and starts to squeeze you. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're grappled. While you're grappled, you're also restrained. It's going to make a wisdom save too. Alright, it takes 2 damage from those spirit guardians. Alright, this assassin vine is going to try and grab Avon. Long vine reaches out for you. It snaps onto you, wraps around you, and squeezes. You can feel your bones being popped as you take 10 bludgeoning damage. And I'm just drawing these lines on here to keep track of who's got who. And you can feel it just excreting the poison all over you. Yazo.
Okay, so stand up. I've got 25 movement normally, so how much do I have left after that?
15.
10.
It's 10 to stand
15.
up. Yeah, just usually you round down for everything, unless most of the time it's rounding down.
So 15 left. Is this one that's got Orion? Has that been hurt yet? By the moonbeam and stuff?
No, it's not damaged at all.
What about the next one? This one, it's got Jasmine.
Yeah, this one is got a little bit injured from the spirit guardians.
Okay, I'll tell the dead on that one.
Alright, you told the dead on the assassin line.
No sneak attack.
And I don't think that'll... It's also just like a verbal, that spell, right? Are you grabbing anything?
My rapier.
Okay. Alright, it fails, and the assassin vine starts to wilt. Wait, what's your DC?
13.
Oh, okay. With your spell, I'm just going to fix it up so it's got your DC in there. Yeah, not always sure of your DC. It's a wisdom saving throw versus DC. I'm just going to test this to just see if it's going to come out right in future. There we go. Alright, so anyway, it takes the full damage. Oh no, it succeeds, 13. It's a success. Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay, so I'll bonus action disengage, and then go 15 this way. 5, 10, 15 with my rapier.
Okay. Jasmine, you're not only have the entangling vines wrapped around you and holding you down, you've also got this other vine excreting poison on you. And you take 22 points of poison damage at the start of your turn.
Oh, just barely holding on.
You're not feeling... This is not a very nice way to wake up. You're not feeling very good.
Does it mean?
No. Okay. I'm grappled, restrained, and I'm...
Yeah, it's basically got you like you're laying on the ground, and it's like got you in like your wrists and your ankles are like basically tied to the ground. So you can't stand up. You could grab something nearby. You can attack. You'll be at disadvantage. Now what do you do?
Yeah, I grab one of my swords and try to attempt to hack at one of my the wrist that I've got my sword in.
It hits. Alright, you hack through the vine, and these things are very tough. You kind of just put a small slash with your first attack. Doesn't cut through a vine. And second attack?
Alright. I got 2 more because
you've already had your
ambusher.
You've already had your first turn because you were surprised, so you won't get the dread ambusher attack. It's hard to be ambushy when you get ambushed.
Okay, yep. And then I guess that's my turn then.
Are you going to make your second attack?
Yeah.
$12 is a miss. So when your turn's done, you need to hit end of turn button. Millhouse, you need to make a strength saving throw. The entangling vines on the ground also pin you, like grabbing your arms and legs, like manacles, dragging you into the earth. You're restrained.
Is he muted?
Doesn't say he's muted. Are you there, Millhouse?
Yeah, I'm here. So I'm gonna pull dog out of bag of holding.
Okay. Now he needs to make a strength save at the start of his turn. When your turn is finished, of course. And you can make a new one of them like every day, right?
After an end of a long rest.
Alright, you would have patched him up since last time, so I'll fill his hit points up.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, when your turn is done and it's his turn, he'll have to make a strength save too, because he's starting his turn in the entangling vines.
And you've had a long rest as well.
Yeah. Well, let's see if this works. I'll cast Sanctuary on Jasmine.
You don't have access to a material component. You grab the bag of
Always forget
holding.
about that stuff. Always forget about that stuff.
Well,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
Jasmine, I can't do that.
Usually you'd have it on you when you get ambushed in your sleep, though. It's not a very fortunate position to be in. It doesn't happen all the time.
Well, I guess that's me done then. Doggos 1.
Yeah, he'll make a strength saving throw. He's fine. He doesn't get caught up in the entangling vines. Put on the grid.
And he'll attack this one.
It's a mess. As he runs over, he kind of trips up. Alright, this assassin vine is going to make a wisdom save. From the spirit guardians. It'll take half of 3d8.
Should I roll the damage again?
Yeah, every time it takes damage, it takes damage. 3d8. Whoops, that was way too much. Alright, the assassin vine's just going to keep on squeezing the life out of Orion. Orion, you take 11 bludgeoning damage. Just keeps on trying to squeeze you until you're dead. Hence the name Assassin Vine.
When it's squeezing him, does it look like there's more vines come out of it, or is that its full capacity of squeezing?
You mean, do you feel like it could grab more people?
Yeah.
Maybe. It's pretty long. 6 feet long. Maybe it could grab 2 people. You would suggest you maybe it can only constrict one target at a time. Who knows? You take 25 points of poison damage, Orion. And you need to make a strength saving throw at the start of your turn. Alright, not only does the assassin vine have you, the entangling vines on the ground have got you now too.
But if I was squeezing him, wouldn't Ragnar be able to get a bite at them?
Radgar, he can't fight. He's just ahead. Even if he does bite, it's not going to do any damage. Alright, Petra, I'll have you come in at the start of this round. You were just taking a midnight stroll, I guess. I can't think of any logical reason why your character wouldn't be with the party, but that's good enough.
She's swimming in a lake somewhere.
Going for a skinny dip. You can, at the start of next round, you can like join initiative. Okay, Orion, so what do you do? It's not a pleasant way to wake up. Hello? You're muted.
I'm just talking away. I'm sorry, my bad. Is the thing grappling me part of the creature? Like, do you do damage to it to stop being grappled, or is there like a separate mechanic for that?
You have to attack the assassin vines in this space. You can try and free yourself. You can attack it with a ranged attack or something that has reach. But it's in this space, and you're here.
Okay. All right. So for the first time ever, when I rage, I'll grow a very long, spiny tail that apparently is a werewolf tail, and I will recklessly attack with it at the one grappling me.
You have 10 feet reach?
It has the reach property, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a tail. A tail,
yeah,
you said.
Apparently it's a werewolf tail, yeah.
Okay. Is it a full moon? It might be.
Here we go.
Question mark. Alright, the werewolf tail just darts out and it starts to hack through the vines. A bit of its foliage and some sap kind of fly through the air, and it was a decent hit.
Second attack.
And this time it just kind of pins the tail down. Some of these entangling vines pin the tail on the donkey. Alright, yeah, Petra, you were just taking a leak. And you've just come back and like everything was fine. Everyone was just sleeping. All was good. And then you come back to this. Roll initiative. You literally left for like a few seconds. Oh wait, you don't even come back to anything. It's pitch black.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would have a torch on.
Yeah, you would have a torch out. You wouldn't have like you didn't go very far, so you probably don't have. Well, you don't really use weapons and stuff anyway, right? You'd have your spell folk guy, and that's about it. I mean, you wouldn't have mage armor up because it's like the middle of the night. But other than that, you should be pretty fresh. There were no encounters today.
Okay.
Giving you a torchlight there. Okay. Avon, at the start of your turn, the poison. You take 22 poison damage. And you need to make a strength saving throw for the entangling vines. These things are very deadly. They earn their name.
I clicked it. Oh, crit fail.
Okay, so you're double grabbed. You're grappled by the assassin vine, and you're also restrained from the entangling vine.
Hey, comes Petra to save the day.
That was my action, right?
Nope, that's something that happens at the start of your turn.
Oh, so that's not my action.
Nope. If you want to try and break free, it will be an action.
I do want to break.
Okay. It's it's athletics or acrobatics. It's a grapple, so normal grapple rules. And 6 is not going to do it. You ain't getting out of that. It's squeezing you tight. Vines are pulling you into the earth.
On its action. On good roll.
Alright.
Give yourself it.
Good call. Mass healing word. 8 hit points for everyone.
I couldn't do much good.
That's 40 points of healing. It could be the difference between life or death.
Solid. Good job, man.
Turig, you're free from any of the vines or anything like that.
I think I'm gonna cast Moonbeam here.
Okay. Another column of radiant energy shoots down 30 feet high, cutting through the assassin vines.
I don't know if I'm gonna do a move or bonus action. I think that's end of.
Alright, this assassin vine makes a con save. Starts his turn in the moonbeam, so it takes 2d10 radiant.
Is it in the Spirit Guardians?
Yep.
Too?
Alright, fails to save for the moonbeam. The moonbeam starts to eat through it. For the Spirit Guardians, it fails. More radiant energy starts to just destroy the assassin vine. Starts to wither it. It's looking damaged now. It's got a hold of Avon, and it's going to squeeze him tight, try and crush him.
Yeah.
And it crushes you for 11 points of bludgeoning damage. At the same time, more of this poison is being extruded from the vine.
This one here has Avon. That one has got the turn order thing on it. That's got me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Actually, sorry, I got confused there.
So 11 goes to me, which I'm down. And then what's the poison?
Yep. You didn't take poison damage yet. So yeah, you're hit for 11 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, with that mass healing, I'm got up to 10, but then I went down with the one extra.
Okay, sorry. There's a lot of
one fail.
background noise happening in your mic there, Raven. Do you mind just turning off like notification noises on Discord or something? It's like constant notification Discord noise coming up in the background of your mic.
Yeah, well, my Bluetooth headset is charging at the moment, so yeah.
Okay, no problem. Alright, this Assassin Vine is the one that has Avon, and it squeezes. And Avon, you take 8 bludgeoning damage. And yeah, these things aren't very mobile. They're not trying to like drag people off into the night. They're more just pressing down on you all and trying to squeeze the life out of you here.
If only everyone wasn't restrained.
And Spirit Guardian.
Alright, the pain causes you to drop Spirit Guardians even. Yazo.
Okay, so I want to see what you think about something. Can I throw a dart? We're using that.
Mage Hand can't attack. Otherwise, it would.
So I can't do that one.
Yeah. Only what it says. Things don't do things that they don't say. It would say that you could attack.
It's a bit about. It's a bit at the start about the objects. I don't understand that bit.
You can stow an object the hand is holding in a container, worn or carried by another creature. Stow means to put away, or you can retrieve a object means to take it out. So like, if you've got
a potion,
you can take a potion out with the Mage Hand. Yes.
On somebody else.
You can. No, potion is like use a magic item. You can't do that with Mage Hand.
Okay.
That's the use a magic item action is what a potion is.
Okay, so no potions.
Alright, just before that, Jasmine, the 11 damage, it put you down, right? I didn't realize. So yeah, you guys otherwise I would have kind of described it for the urgency. So you guys also see the Assassin Vine just squeeze the life out of Jasmine, and she's basically getting dragged down into the ground and she's unconscious. Alright, so yeah, the Mage Hand is not really a combat thing.
Okay.
I think it can be later. You can use it to distract enemies.
Yeah. You can tap people on the shoulder. So, which one's looking the most damaged?
When you look at them, none of them actually are bloodied, so there are no visible signs of injuries on any of them.
Okay, well I'll go for the one with the least leaves.
Okay, well you choose which one.
Middle one.
Okay.
That's an awful roll.
Success. Spell has no effect.
Okay, I'll back away a bit more. Can I use the Mage Hand to pick up some of my stuff and just give it back to me?
You use your action already.
Okay.
Casting Mage Hand is an action.
So I'll move back another 15, so I'm not here.
Alright, well... Okay. You need to move and then end your turn the other way around. So are you
I was
done moving?
trying. Yeah, I was trying to bounce back because there's like half a square.
Okay. Alright, Jasmine. 2 failures on your death saving throw. Jasmine is basically foaming at the mouth at this stage. She's in a very bad way. Millhouse, you're up.
Alright, I will grab my spellcasting focus. And I will cast Cure Wounds on Jazz.
Okay. You quickly put some life into Jasmine. Jasmine, you open your eyes. You get that healing. And it was actually better. It was nicer for you when you're unconscious. You wake up to feel the poison again. Seeing the vine crushing you and squeezing the life out of you.
And strength save?
You are already restrained, so...
So it's an action to try to break free. Then
yeah,
Dogo's
for the entangling vines on the ground, it's an athletics check and an action if you want to try and break free. Alright, yeah, the Steel Defender will need to make a strength saving throw. It's in these roots on the ground here. The roots grab his little pupper legs and restrain him.
It's gonna try to attack this one again.
A narrow miss. Just as he's going to snap at the assassin vine with his empowered jaws, the vines just drag him back. Alright, con save for this one. Starts its turn, the Moonbeam. It's going to take half damage. And it's going to crush Orion. Just going to keep on squeezing. Orion, you're hit for 6 bludgeoning damage. Petra, you're up.
Right, so
Do something.
this that was 15 feet. Orion, what did you do?
Radka yells out, I can confirm this is Orion's fault.
I was asleep.
I will go there and I will bring out my my
Bring out your what, sorry?
my familiar, the hawk.
Okay, that's an action. I can roll initiative.
He goes at the end of my turn, or he actually goes in initiative?
He rolls initiative. You can roll initiative for the hawk. Okay, he'll be on 19.
Okay, and that would be my turn, I believe.
Okay. Ryan,
Yes.
you're not feeling too well, and it's about to get even worse.
Yeah.
You fall unconscious. You take 15 points of poison damage. Avon.
Oh, hey, I gotta break free or I'm dead. Oh, that's...
You're unconscious. You take 17 points of poison damage.
Oh, never mind.
Turig, you're up.
I think I am going to step forward and cast Cure Wounds on Orion.
You need to step forward to do that. Alright, Ryan, you're back conscious.
Bonus action and will escape and step back.
And it's your hawk, Petra.
So I can cast spells through the hawk, right?
Touch spells. You can use it to deliver a touch spell.
Okay, so So can I have it prepare an action so when I do cast Cure Wounds to swipe in and touch AV?
Yeah, you can have the hawk like ready to move, and then on your turn when you cast a spell, the hawk will fly over and deliver that spell for you.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Alright. This Assassin Vine is the one that has Jasmine. And it's going to squeeze. There's not much more to these plant creatures. It's going to make a con save as well. Alright, Jasmine, you're crushed for 9 bludgeoning damage. And it resists the moonbeam. Now the Assassin Vine is actually showing some damage. The vine's starting to kind of wither and burn away a bit. This Assassin Vine it's the one that has Avon. And it crushes you, Avon. And you fail 2 death saving throws. Because you are unconscious. And you've been attacked. That means it's a critical hit. That means 2 death saving throw failures. Yazo.
Okay, so being a dwarf, I think I can take it. So then I'll bonus action dash to here, and I'll sneak attack this one.
This is difficult terrain, so what you use 25, so 35, 45, and then you're out of movement.
Okay, so let me go a different direction then. So where was I?
Well, you've
I think there.
already done the movement. You should just kind of do it.
Oh, Toll the dead on that middle one.
Well, yeah. You need to kind of keep note of these things where the difficult terrain is and stuff. Alright, the Assassin Vine makes a wisdom save. It fails. It takes 14 necrotic damage. The vines wither even more. It's looking pretty badly damaged now. Jasmine, you're going to be rendered unconscious immediately. Because you take 19 poison damage.
A dwarf of feet.
On the party.
Millhouse, your turn. You still feel the vines wrapping around your wrists and ankles and your torso, pinning you firmly to the ground.
If I'm another cure wounds to Avon. I don't think he'll live through it, but keep him alive. I always forget.
Okay. You can set it. I think you can set it to do the damage too from the spell card thing. There's a little option there for that.
I'll look for it after this.
Who was that to?
Was that what, sorry?
What's up?
Cure wounds. Who's that to?
Avon.
Alright, Avon, you wake up and it's not very pleasant.
Oh, I'm just...
You already feel the poison starting to burn back into you.
It's gonna, yeah. I'm just right back down.
But we've reset death saves.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's true.
And that's all for me. Free item interaction? No, I can't. I'm restrained.
No, you
Then
can
Doggo,
you can still grab something. Like
I'll grab my shield then.
your backpack's within an arm's reach. Sure, you can grab one thing.
I grab my shield.
Okay.
And Doggo will attack the injured one. Maybe hit this time.
And it's a narrow miss. The vines are just dragging him back as he's about to bite it. Alright, it's a con save for this one. This one's not really looking damaged yet. That moonbeam damage really rips through it though. And it's looking damaged now. The radiant energy causes leaves to just burn and fall off, exposing more of the actual vine. And it's going to constrict Orion. And it crushes you for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Petra.
Right, so bird goes in to touch Avian.
Alright, you yeah. Have the bird fly in. Avon's yeah, he is already conscious.
So can I use it on somebody else, or it has to be Avian because it was prepared
Well,
for it?
Touch has a well, he flies there, but Touch has a 5-foot reach, so it can still touch anything within 5 feet.
Okay, so I will wake up Jasmine.
Oh, big heal.
Does that add your spellcaster mode or what?
It is adding already my spellcaster.
Okay, yep, that's cool. Thanks.
And moving through this area, is it difficult terrain or is it?
Yeah, there's basically a small clearing here, and other than that, it's pretty thick jungle.
I'm gonna move through the thick jungle because I need to get in position. So that's 15.
Okay, yeah, you kind of just tread through some foliage here. Alright, Ryan, you can't hold on any longer. 24 points of poison damage at the start of your turn.
Yeah.
Alright, your werewolf, your newly found werewolf tail is going to go down and go away as well. It just curls up. Avon,
Going down too.
you're down to 16 poison damage.
Yep.
Turig,
Second verse, same as the first. Step forward. Heal Orion.
I mean, getting people up to single digits is we're wiped.
And nimble escape, step back.
alright.
You can kill this one. I can kill this one.
Orion, you have Turig.
I'm working on it. I'm doing damage every single turn.
You have Turig keeping you alive for now. Alright, it's your hawk's turn again, Petra.
He's going to stay. He's gonna stay there to touch somebody else in case if I need to. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna have him dodge.
Okay, yeah, he starts fluttering around trying to avoid the assassin vines. If there is one saving grace about these vines, they seem to just only focus on the ones that they have grabbed, leaving everyone uninjured so far. Everyone else uninjured so far.
I think we're just, more skilled than the people that are going down, to be honest. Quite clearly.
Alright, that'll be the end of the hawk's turn. The assassin vine is going to squeeze Jasmine. And Jasmine, you take 15 bludgeoning damage. These things are yet to actually miss with their constrict attacks. Jasmine is still conscious.
Oh, that one needs to make a
Oh yeah, it was in the movie.
saving throw.
Two death saves for me.
Alright, it's very close to being completely destroyed now. the moonbeam is just burning through them. There's not much left of this one. And yeah, you're already unconscious, Haven, so it just squeeze you again, and you fail 2 death saving throws. Unless it misses you, of course. Let's see what happens. 17, that's a hit. So you take 2 failures. Yazo.
So, that's 10. So that's all my movement, yeah?
That's 20, yeah. Each square is difficult terrain in these entangling vines.
Okay, so I'll dash. And then I'll attack this one. First time I've missed.
The green flame blade is a miss.
Okay, as I...
Jasmine, you are back unconscious. You take 20 points of poison damage.
Things are ruthless.
Millhouse.
Come back to the living haven.
Alright, you
Dog.
magically heal Avon again, preventing him from slipping completely away into death.
Dog will attack the red vine again.
I just realized, Yazo, you're supposed to make a strength save too, so you need to make one now. You're supposed to make one at the start of your turn. You should make one
it's
now,
from
though.
the roots.
Yeah. Alright, finally! Are you going to be restrained there, Yazo? Finally, the Steel Defender puts in some work. Its force-empowered Ren bursts open a chunk of the Assassin Vine. The vine starts to wildly flick around, and it's still got Jasmine, though.
Oh,
It's not dead yet.
you get my hopes up just to crush him.
Yeah, that one hurt. The description hurt.
Alright, this Assassin Vine's being eaten away by the Moonbeam. And these things don't even have the inkling to move out of the Moonbeam. Until now. This one moves out of the Moonbeam. And
You suck.
it's gonna try and do its thing. Squeeze its prey to dissolve it in its acidic poison. To feast on your corpse. Slowly. By dissolving away every part of your flesh. Turning you, later, into a sweet fruit that is hardy but bitter in flavor.
Thanks, Seb.
Petra.
Hopefully I can save them. That'd be 15. And I'm going to try to cast Lightning Bolt to... I can only get 2 of them. I'm going to do it like that to get those 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you like so narrowly miss this one. Like by 1 square. Alright.
If he wouldn't have out that moonbeam.
Sacrifice a Steel Defender.
The lightning bolt. It cuts through the ground. It kind of just burns through this nearby log, creating a line of fire in its wake. The assassin vine kind of instinctively reels back out of the way, and the closest one avoids the full brunt of it. The second assassin vine is directly in its path. The lightning bolt catches its leaves on fire, and it really extends out to its full 20 feet of length. And it doesn't die immediately, and then 2 seconds later it dies.
Oh, that's good.
All right, it's just burnt away. It kind of recoils. All right, when that happens, these entangling vines that it created, they go with it. They vanish, and it was grabbing Jasmine. No longer is it grabbing Jasmine.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Did you hit this one?
Orion. Yeah, it hit that one. Orion, you take damage, so you fail a death saving throw on your turn.
Okay.
And you need to make a death saving throw as well. Don't roll a 1.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Otherwise, Radgood's going to be pissed off at you.
Let's imagine Ragnar looking at him in the eyes.
Yeah, Radgood is just headbutting Orion. Come on! Come on! What are you, weak?
No.
Remember, I fell 100 feet and then soloed a T-Rex unconscious. Wake the hell up!
More like headbutt him in the privates.
Do I take a point of damage from his headbutting?
Okay.
The headbutt causes you to die. No, it doesn't kill you. Alright, Avon, you've got the poison affecting you. And 28 points. It's lethal enough to actually just kill someone outright. But it doesn't kill you outright. You're just unconscious. And you're only restrained from one source now, if that's any consolation. Turig, you're up.
I can't let Orion die, so I'm going to step forward, heal him, nimble escape, step away.
Okay. Keeping him alive. You open your eyes, and you're just staring into Ragdar's eyes, Orion, on the ground there. Hey! He just kind of rolls over. Hey!
Yeah, a lot of help you are.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know, think of something.
Alright, it's the Hawk's
Should be
turn.
a salad, right?
What do you want your familiar to do, Petra?
He is going to dodge again.
Okay. Alright, this assassin vine has Avon, and it's going to attack. And I clicked it. Are you on... Oh. Are you on any failures, Avon?
No.
Alright, well, you're on 2 now. It squashes you some more. You take 2 failures for your death saves. Yazo, you're not restrained anymore.
No, neither is the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dwarven Dex. There we go.
It's a miss. The assassin vine just actively dodges you. Jasmine, you'll need to make a death saving throw.
Oof.
Oh, man.
Were you on a failure already? Did you forget to reset your death saves?
No, I always said them, but somehow I still keep track of it.
Alright, I'll have to try and fix that up. But that was you're just on 2 failures, right?
Ooh.
You shouldn't be on 3. Let me test that. Why is it doing that? Alright, well, it's working. It's working now by the looks of it. It's weird, actually. I'll have to take a look why it's doing that. But you're on 2 failures at the moment. You just track it manually. Okay. Millhouse.
All right. Petra, how many spell slots do you have left?
I have a few, but I'm trying to kill these things so you guys could get out of there.
Do you want to stand up,
What?
Millhouse? Or
Yeah.
have you given
Morehouse
up?
will stand up.
Yeah.
He will cast Cure Wounds once again on Avon. And I'll send my dog over to attack the more damaged one.
Does it go on the moonbeam?
I mean, it chooses not to.
It it does not want to stand there then. Alright, this assassin vine, it wants to grab it, but it can't. You know what, actually? Yeah, it's going to let go of Avon. It's going to go for the Steel Defender. It's going to try and grab it instead.
Take the hit, Steel Defender, take it.
It gets hit, so it gets stopped there. It takes 16 bludgeoning damage, grappled, restrained. Poison's not going to affect it though.
Thank you, me. Correct?
Yeah, let go of you. To grab the Steel Defender. You can only grab one at a time.
It will repair itself.
Okay.
Oh, that EOT button's pretty high up there.
Alright, this assassin vine. There's no big surprise what it's going to do. It's going to try and grab Orion, squeeze him. And even a 16 hits you for 11 bludgeoning, and you're back unconscious. Petra.
Since the bird is dodging, can it still do the healing, or it can't?
Yeah.
Do
it oh wait. I think actually, yeah, as long as it's like next to something, you just are doing a touch attack or a touch spell. It's not using any of its action to do that.
Okay, so I'm going to touch Jasmine for the cure.
The cure for what?
So she doesn't die.
The cure for
The cure
death.
for death.
Yeah, when you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast it. Just has to be within 100 feet of you. Oh, and it uses its reaction. So I guess last turn it actually couldn't have, like that first time. Because it used its reaction to move, it wasn't able to do the spell, but that's alright. We overlooked
It
that.
used its reaction to move?
Yeah, because it readied an action. Readied an action uses your reaction.
Oh, gotcha.
So we'll just make Orion take that damage now then instead. No, I'm joking. Take the damage that you got healed. No, I'm only messing. Alright, so yeah, you get that healing,
yeah.
Jasmine.
She's back up, and hopefully you guys can live one more round while I try to point my lightning bolt on the kid.
No promises.
Alright, Orion, it's one failure from the poison. Take damage. It's a death save failure. Make a death saving throw as well.
Ugh.
It's 2 failures.
Spooky.
You narrowly avoid death.
Okay, I got you.
Avon.
All right. I'm gonna finally get to use my Circle of Mortality feature. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Orion at 2nd level, and he's gonna get the max.
Okay.
So that's 16. That's 20. Let me go ahead and click that.
20?
20.
I could kiss you. Wow.
You can still kiss him. Restrained doesn't mean you can't kiss people.
Okay, good.
Doesn't say that in the restrained description.
You're gonna make Ragnar tell us.
That's right.
Radgar rolls and interposes himself.
Ragnar gets a little upset.
Mwah!
Correctly gets in on the reaction.
Yeah, Red uses his reaction to roll in the way. There we go.
Hell, I almost rolled a straight 20, but
Alright, you're actually prone to Avon, so
yeah, so
you might want to stand up.
I guess I could just reach out and touch him, and I use my movement to stand up.
Okay.
My on this one right here. Who's got him?
You use your action to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, that's right. That's not.
Bonus action, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I had somebody.
Healing Word is a bonus action. Cure Wounds is an action. I think you can spare the dying as a bonus action, I think, with the Grave Domain.
Nobody's dying now.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that cure.
It's got to be a cantrip. It had to be a bonus. So
Yeah, there's very few bonus action cantrips. Like Shillelagh and
yep.
that's about it.
Okay.
Turing.
Now that I'm not keeping Orion alive, I am going to use my action to move the moon.
Okay, do you have control of it? Oh, I'll give it you control so you can put the position exactly where you want to put it.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Alright, it's your familiar's turn, Petra, your hawk.
He's gonna stay there and dodge.
Okay.
No, I need that hawk.
Oh, you're unconscious?
No, I don't. No, because I haven't got anybody to around me, but I can attack this one, so it's alright.
Yeah, he's gonna stay.
Alright, yeah, the Assassin Vine, it doesn't like the Still Defender. It's going to let it go. And it's going to try and grab Yazo instead, who's way tastier, succulent. You'll make fine fruit that is tough and has a hearty but bitter flavor.
And lots of hit points and poison.
It wraps around you, grabs your arms and legs, squeezes, and you take 11 bludgeoning damage as you feel the poison excreting from the vine.
Is it poison? So I've got. Is it that as well?
Okay. Oh yeah, you do. I forgot about that. Alright. Well, yeah, you'll take half damage when you take poison damage. You don't take the poison damage yet, though. You can uncanny dodge that down to 5 points. Now you'll take the poison damage, because it ends its turn, and you take 7 points.
Cool. I'll give everybody a thumbs up.
You've got a turn, though. You've got
it's
your turn now. You may want to do something like try and
Am I
get
restrained?
out of... Yeah, you're restrained.
Okay. No, I'm okay here, being the just taking up a bit of damage for a while. Can I cast a Toll the Dead on it?
Sure. And
it's always 13.
Spell has no effect. It is waste. That's an unlucky number. Alright, Jasmine. You're alive.
And I've been knocking on death's door for how many turns now?
Yeah, basically, from the moment you woke up, you were in it. But you're okay now. You can use half your movement to stand up.
Yeah, I use half my movement to stand up and grab my other sword in my free hand and try to do Blade Hunter style on the one next to Orion, just dodging the moonbeam.
Alright, when you move there, this Assassin Vine's not going to attack you. It kind of starts to uncoil from Yazo for an opportunity attack, but then just squeezes him tight. It likes him, nice and tasty. You did stand up though, Jasmine, so that's 15. What's your movement?
30.
So that would be
yeah,
like
15.
25. So you only get there because creatures are difficult terrain. So you'll get there though with 30 feet.
Yeah. Okay, here comes the first of the two.
Are you dual wielding with 2 short swords?
Yeah.
No, you could actually do 3 attacks if you want in that case, because you can do 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah. First one.
It's a hit. Alright, you slash through it, and it just catches the vine slightly. No hunter's mark damage.
Yeah. Second one.
It's a hit. Alright, another 4 points. And you slash through the vine again. More sap and foliage is flying through the air. It's pretty badly damaged.
Last one.
Alright, so yeah, with this attack, if you don't have the 2 weapon fighting style, then you won't get the dexterity bonus on the damage. But 20 hits. It just catches it. It nicks the assassin vine.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, Millhouse.
Alright. Trying to find a good line of sight on the red one, orange one, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I guess that'll do. Alright, firebolt against the orange vine.
It's a hit. And the resin, the sap coating these vines actually acts as a bit of a buffer against the fire. It's resistant to fire. Takes half damage.
Then I'll move back over.
I think this vine's gonna try and grab you, Millhouse, because it's not getting anything out of Orion. It's been trying to kill Orion for like a good 30 seconds and he's not dying, so it's going to go for a smaller, tastier prey that would probably create a better, tougher fruit that is hardy but has a bit of flavor. You're learning a bit of the Assassin Vine's backstory as you go on here. Are you upcasting that? Second level?
Yeah. Second level, yeah.
Alrighty. You're going to block that. The vine's going to ricochet off. Orion is free.
I've got a shield, I forgot about it.
Now Doggo will attack.
Alright, Doggo gets in there and whoa! Poof, explodes a big chunk of the vine with force damage. The vine's almost dead.
Damn, I could have still defend to deflect the attack. Oh well.
Okay, this Assassin Vine is, it's no longer got Orion. It's going to maybe not even survive this moonbeam. And if Radger's head wasn't in the way, I could take off the restrained icon. Or that little green line. Trying to get to it. There we go. Alright, what's your DC, Turg? It's definitely higher than 12. Alright. The moonbeam just churns through the Assassin Vine, completely dissolving it. Gone. Petra. I think you're muted, Petra.
Okay, so that kind of ruined my plan, but I'm still going to do it. I'm going to use 5 sorcery points to lightning bolt this assassin vine.
5?
Yeah, I have to use 5. I have to use 5 to cast a level 3 spell.
What are you using? Are you converting sorcery spell slots?
Yeah, I'm converting the 5 sorcery points I had into a spell slot.
Okay, all right. If you do that in combat, just let me know because it takes your bonus action to do.
No problem. So I'm doing that and then lightning bolt.
All right, the lightning bolt cuts another line through the jungle, catching things on fire. The jungle's so wet though, so there's not going to start a big fire here. The assassin vine's quite agile and it dodges. It gets a bit struck by the lightning and it's slightly damaged.
And that will end my...
Orion, you can stand up, finally, for the first time in your life.
2 of us.
You still got your tatted out?
Let's get him, Orion. Let me at him. I think you're muted as well if you're speaking.
Yep, I am, as usual. Let's get him. So so that's 25, 30, 35, 40.
Hey, what?
I will rage extraordinarily angrily.
There's no need for that.
Yep, yeah, there is. I'm very angry. We'll grow my claws and then attack it recklessly.
Alright, you just leap from the ground, turn to some sort of man beast, and start ripping into it. Well, start to dig in the ground. What's the matter, Orion? Is it you gotta go body? Do you dig a hole like a dog? Ragnar says. And you grab the vine and just rip through it. The vine's kind of bloodied with sap. Whoosh, you rip through it again, ripping off more leaves, trying to sever the vine. Haven.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action in at 2nd level. The first one is a killer. And then my action cantrip, I'm going to...
Who was that on?
Ryan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright.
I'm going to cast that.
Toll the dead. The vine starts to wither from the necrotic energy. Turig.
I'm going to use my action to move the moonbeam.
I have a column of radiant energy just courses across the ground onto the assassin vine.
I'm going to move up to here. And that's the end of my turn.
You're familiar, Petra. Hello? Petra. Did he say he was going AFK?
Oh, sorry. He's dodging still.
Okay.
That's my bad.
The vine's going to keep on squeezing Yazu. Trying to crush him. It does kind of... that hits.
16. Okay, shield.
Okay.
Forgot I had them.
You cast shield. And you block the damage from that. Alright, the moonbeam eats through it. It's not enough to destroy it, but it's getting there. It does kind of make an attempt to move out of the moonbeam as well, and that's its turn done. Yazo, you resist the poison, and you take 14 points of damage at the start of your turn. Your shield drops. You're still grappled and restrained.
Okay, I will toll the dead.
Alright, try to wilt this vine down to nothing. And this time, the bell tolls. It just starts to, all the leaves turn black. The vine just turns yellow and it dries out and turns extremely brittle. Like it's been out in the sun with no water for 100 days. And then the vines are so thin, they're like little strands of spaghetti. Hard spaghetti.
This one.
Noodles. Ramen noodles. And they just break away all over you.
Cool. Campfire.
And the assassin vine has been defeated.
Jesus.
That fight sucked.
Yes.
It's probably one of the worst encounters that you guys could have got, really. At like, not only that, but it happened to happen while you guys were asleep, out of all times. But now you can tell why they got Annette so easily during the night when that happened to her.
That's
All
true.
right, and how did you piss off these trees?
I was sleeping. I may have peed on him earlier.
He's got to mark his territory. You know how that.
Some people use flags. I gotta pay on shit.
330 experience.
You just use the national animal flagging technique.
So, did the long rest go off?
No, it happened like during the night. It's like the middle of the night. It's combat doesn't interrupt a long rest. So as long as you go back to bed soon, you'll be fine. You'll get your long rest still. I think it's like an hour of strenuous activity to interrupt a long rest, so you'd have to start, I don't know, grab a shovel and just start digging for no reason or something.
I do push-ups.
Start doing push-ups for an hour. Alright, we'll take a 10-minute break now, and you guys can all take a long rest. You'll wake up the next morning with everyone still alive.
That was so close.
I was on the ground most of the
3
time.
people got to 2 failed death saves more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some clutch freaking heals from everyone, and holy crap, that freaking moonbeam did work.
You're not kidding, man. That thing was up the entire time.
Yeah, I did all 4 that one.
I had to cast it twice. But I
You
was
got
like,
lucky, actually.
There's like no other way that I was going to do damage.
Ugh.
Yeah, if you give me a weapon, so I can infuse it to make it a magic weapon. But that's
cool.
only till I get my weapon back. Or
Can
a
you
more
make my
suitable
claws
weapon than a
magic?
dagger.
Yeah,
I would have enchanted your weapon, but I figured you're just going to use your like werewolf stuff mostly anyway.
Sure. Can you do that? Can you make my claws magic?
Unless
Please.
they stay,
That would be
I don't
amazing.
think I can. Unless they're a permanent feature.
When do you get multiple enchantments?
Well, not for like this stuff. I can't. The only one I can do multiple of is this replicate magic item. That's the only infusion I can do multiple of.
I thought you had like, I thought you could have like 3 enchantments at one time.
Yeah, I have 4 at the moment. I've made 2 magic items. I've got enhanced defense and enhanced weapon.
Oh, okay.
The good thing about the magic item stuff is if the magic item gets lost, I think I can just remake it after a long rest. That's pretty cool. So I got a question for you guys. So with our classes of magic, like I can't take wizard spells, solely wizard spells and all that. What about there at the top where it says for you the spells on the guild spells table are added to your spell list?
From
Can I
what
use
table?
those? From the is it guild spells table?
No, because I think that's specifically a Ravnica thing. Like it's a different setting. Like it's the same way like the Dunamancy spells from the Wildmount Guide. Just like some of them are unique spells.
But they're not unique spells. They're just like on the spell table.
I think the idea is you would get those if like you were a member of one of the guilds of Ravnica. But that's a sub question.
Put it to him when he comes back.
So while you were gone, we met some adventurers.
Got sidetracked again, did we?
No, we were totally fine. We just, we slept in their camp. And I made a bet with them that if we stop the death curse before they do, then they have to give us a magic item. And if they do it before we do, then we have to give them a magic item.
Just make a magic item, and then when they leave, I can just make it
that's
again.
What I was thinking.
That would be destroyed.
But if we win, we get like an extra magic item. If they keep their word and survive. So, no downside.
As long as Millhouse stays alive.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Damn near dead.
Should be alive now. You've had a long rest.
That was 3 times that almost wiped the party.
Wasn't that bad.
I'm legitimately surprised at how much healing the party has. That's really cool.
Alright, so
That's true.
this is the next morning now. You guys have awoken. And today it is very bad weather. It's a tropical storm. The rain is just coming down heavy. There is dark clouds overhead. There's thunder rumbling in the distance. And you guys get absolutely pissed on by the rain before it wakes you up. So traveling during a monsoon is tiring. It can wear you all out quite easily. You guys are not really sure where you are. You weren't able to locate yourself on the map. You guys are just preparing yourselves, preparing spells, getting ready for the next day, the next leg of this expedition.
So, Milhouse, can I have a +1 weapon until you find your weapon? If he's back yet. You just said something about enchanting my weapon until he finds his.
Sorry, that goes on the loo. Yeah, so at the end of a long rest, I can infuse a simple or martial weapon, and it makes it a magic weapon at a +1.
Okay. Yeah, he does. He can do that in the morning when you guys are getting ready.
Okay.
All right. So, what is the plan for navigating today in this kind of weather, this tropical storm?
Since it's a monsoon,
All times.
go ahead. Yeah. Okay. So since it's a monsoon, I would suggest possibly keep on traveling, but at a slow.
All right. Petra suggests traveling slowly.
Is the
It'd be
water...
very, very slowly.
I guess we're going with the water down to that big bay.
Yeah, just as well. Avon and I got a couple of rain catches to fill up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking water is no problem. There's plenty of that. There's too much. That's the problem. You're in a monsoon.
I would argue for risking a normal pace just because we're running out of time here.
Yeah, but I don't want to get lost either.
We're just going to get more lost.
Can somebody explain to me the time factor here, because I came in later?
So we were hired by a wizard who is super awesome and promised us a bunch of really cool magic weapons if we can stop this death curse. But she died a long time ago, so she's slowly dying. So if we stop the death curse before she dies, yay, good times. If not, she dies.
No money.
Okay.
No, you won't
I didn't
get
know
that.
if there was an exact
She's
day or...
Promised you a rare magic item for a reward of your choice.
So yeah, I suggest a slow pace because if you try to go normal, you might get lost, and that will eat up more time than just going as slow.
Fair enough. Let's go slow.
It would be even worse if we risked exhaustion. Travel in the monsoon.
I think we should travel in monsoon.
I bet normal.
Alright, well, I guess the first decision is to actually travel today because it's tiring to travel with this rain. It could take a toll on you guys. You're all feeling pretty fresh though, so it's not like it's going to be a matter between life or death. It's going to be a matter between feeling sluggish or not.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so is everyone in agreement we want to move forward in the monsoon?
Let's move forward.
Okay. Alright. Now, who wants to navigate today? Who shall lead?
Adrian? Adrian's pretty good, isn't he? He's a fan of the...
If no one else will do it, I'll do it.
I will do.
Avon, you
Well,
can
my
go for it. Avon.
mine is +2, so if anyone's got better than that, then go ahead.
Avon, go for it.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, you don't have to roll anything. You just need to make the decisions of which pace you'll be setting. A fast, a slow, or a normal pace.
I think the group voted on a normal pace. I want to go normal or slow.
I say slow.
Okay. Travel slow in
You know,
the chat.
the travel pace will affect how much of a toll you place on your bodies. So it's slow? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be a good pace.
Alright, I need everyone to make me a constitution saving throw. Firstly. Alright, Turig's going. Alright, let me go through everyone's conditions to see how they're feeling. It's a few different factors involved in this. Alright, Orion, it was what was the pace again? Normal, right? Slow. It was slow, right?
Yeah, slow.
Okay. Alright, actually, you know what? What type of armor are you wearing, even?
I did.
Okay. You're all fine. You move through the monsoon without suffering any levels of exhaustion. And you find exactly where you are. In fact, even you, my friend, do an outstanding job of navigation. You are actually just south of Mabala. And I'm going to presume you're heading west.
And to Orolunga.
The problem is, with the slow pace, you don't make any progress today.
Shit.
At least we know where we are.
That's a plus.
But we know where we are. We're not exhausted.
Nope. Morning, noon, night, and camp. No encounters for the entire day. Let's just take a look at this expedition map again. Expedition screen. Alright, just going to put Turig into the backup expedition. It's now day 48. You've got food until day 75, and the water needed per day, well, it keeps on changing because people keep on coming and going and disappearing and whatnot mid-session, but I'm not going to adjust that now. I'll tell you how much you need when the time comes. That 20 gallons it changes depending on who's in the lead expedition. It's about 20, roughly, anyway. Alright, today's weather is sunny with a few rain showers. You'll have to sort out water somehow. There's not going to be very much for your rain catchers and your water skins, but you'll sort that out at the end of the day. Other than that, the world is your oyster. You know where you are. It's another day. And
Let's do a fast pace today.
you guys happy with Avon navigating? He did a really good job last time.
Yeah.
Peer pressure.
Fast pace. You might be able to make up for lost time.
Just do it.
Get lost again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rapids.
Okay, group vote. Y'all want to go faster today? Good weather.
Fast
We're
pace.
Are we just south of Nombala, or are we 2 squares away from it?
You're one hex away.
Just
About 10 miles. Pretty far. You can't see it.
right where we started.
Alright, and let's see what happens today. Alright, first of all, you're lost. You know where you are.
Fantastic.
Here we go.
And alright, you travel through the morning and noon and night. Night falls, and then you make for camp. You don't have any encounters. It's day 49, and I'm guessing Avon's going to continue navigating, unless you tell me otherwise. I'll just keep on
I'm guessing we're there.
checking.
I'm guessing that's where we're at.
No, I'm guessing we're over here.
We'll see.
It's you're still in the jungle. You can tell from the terrain. Jungle terrain. Thick
What's the-
canopy overhead, vines, puddles of water, tropical plants, thick jungle. And you want to keep up this fast pace?
Oh, what's
Heck yeah.
like?
I say we go normal.
Yeah, no more now.
What's oh yeah,
Fast.
for the water situation for now as well, I'll just say Turg uses his spell slots for create food and water. Because
I can too. Long rest, so.
I'll use Turg's. Alright, it's heavy rain again today, so you're not going to have any trouble collecting water. Like your rain catchers, they're really good. I'll just show you guys the handout for them again. Rain catcher. There's the handout. So yeah, the basin can catch 2 gallons per inch of rainfall and hold 8 gallons. And you've got 3 of those, so that's 24 gallons. So you can easily get enough rain. And if you don't get enough rain, then you know what you have to be doing. Alright, but you're going to have to Bear Grylls it.
Got rain. We're gonna go at a normal pace.
Okay. Normal pace? Everyone in
Yes.
agreement? So,
Yeah.
a normal pace means that you'll go 1 hex, but it's harder to get lost. And then a fast pace means you might go 2 hexes, but it's easier to get lost that way.
Pretty much guaranteed for us.
We are lost no matter what, so I guess we say fast pace.
Yeah, my man.
We are lost.
we could go slow.
You've got no idea where you are on this map. Anyway,
Yeah,
alright, fast pace.
Going far.
It's day 49 already, and you've only got 11 days left before the dry season starts to kick in. And, you know, you've only got a total of 90 days roughly until Syndra's gonna kick the bucket. And you lose your rare magic item. So, let's continue. Even
Roll those
navigate.
dice.
Look at how big this is.
Avon. Fast pace. Alright, the first thing you do is figure out where you are. It turns out you head northwest for about 10 miles yesterday. You're on
Hey, not too
track.
bad.
And you smash it today. You go 2 hexes.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Progress is good.
What
During-
about encounters?
During the morning, it's quick tracking. You guys are basically you're not like running because the jungle's so thick, but you're moving quick. You're using like machete and whatnot to cut your way through vines or whatever you've got. You're making sure you've got enough insect repellent so all the bugs are not biting you, and you're avoiding any sorts of diseases and things by drinking clean water. And you don't have any encounters.
Push it. Push the good luck.
All right, it's day 50. The big 5-0. You've got another 25 days worth of food and other supplies.
Ride Lady Luck until you lose her.
It's sunny with rain showers today, so Turig will have to be doing some produced water, but you'll be fine. Even in your heavy armor and that, you're needing a lot more water, or medium armor, I should say, for those of you that wear it. You're needing a lot more water, but you've got enough water, so you can continue on and stay fed and hydrated and well. Also, you can forage for food and drink along the way.
True.
So, well, if you do that, actually, you'd have to be at a slow pace. But you've got enough. You guys have supplies up to day 75 without needing to worry about that. Okay, so it looks like hopes are high. I mean, you could be at Orolunga within 2 days if you play your cards right.
We push it.
Yep.
Get there.
Fast pace?
Fast pace.
Okay.
Do we know there's a stream? There's a stream ahead as well, so there's no way we can get lost.
Okay, you say that now.
Well, there is a way because rivers have tributaries. Like you might be following the river and then it branches off into 3 different directions. But it's a hell of a lot harder to get lost. It's way easier to navigate on a river. And if you have canoes, you can do 2 hexes a day no matter what. If you're following the river.
I think we lost our canoes, don't we?
Yeah, we've lost many canoes. Okay, let's not talk about canoes. We're going to talk about them anymore. Alright, you're pushing it for a fast pace. Time is of the essence. Avon, there is a river nearby. It's easier for you to navigate using the river to guide as like a natural landmark. And easy peasy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because with my coastal experience, if I team up with Avon, we probably would be able to get to Orolunga in twice the time.
Well, 20 miles a day is like really pushing it as it is. You're not going to ever get any quicker than that, unfortunately. Alright, so
March, baby.
During the morning, no encounters. But at about midday, you come across something.
Yes.
Okay.
And
We found Hugh, fellas.
it's not Hugh. Some sort of village. Ah, sorry. I'm choking up when I see this village. It's a goblin
Bringing back all the
village.
memories.
You see some huts arranged here. They're not very large. The huts are barely, with peaked conical roofs, barely 10 feet tall, suggesting that small-sized creatures live in these huts. You're out in the middle of nowhere. This is the jungle you're in. To see a settlement here is amazing. And there are some bamboo cages that are kind of scattered around. And it looks like a goblin tribe that you've come across. Batiri goblins.
So, first of all, I want to search for traps, like in the area, like spring traps or stuff like that.
Alright, you've been moving at a fast pace, so you've already just stumbled across it. There was no time for being cautious so far. I'll show you guys what you see. Like, there are a number of goblins around here, many of which have already seen you guys. You've just kind of burst through into a clearing. I kind of just burst through the jungle, the thick jungle terrain into a clearing where you've seen all these huts. And the goblins are not just your regular goblins that you see in like the Sword Coast. These ones wear tribalistic wooden masks with different patterns. They're Batiri goblin, and you guys have encountered some of these before.
Yeah, we have. And Orion killed them, I believe.
Yeah, he does that.
They were threatening.
They were definitely not threatening. All right. So as you come across this goblin tribe, what you notice is you basically have to go through this area because this is where the river is, or you'd have to spend time going up or down the river. It's up to you guys. There is something else that you note. These goblin have canoe. There are a number of canoes here, pulled up onto the bank of the stream. 3 of them could easily fit you all. All right, when you guys arrive, there are about 40 of these goblins visible, including little goblin children. And they're just going about their way of life by the looks of it. They've got some like cages, it looks like, for trapping animals. It looks like some of the children are having some lessons. There are a number of huts set up on what looks like a mat. It looks like they've got some large bamboo posts and taken some leaves and interwoven the leaves to create like a large mat in which they've built their little huts on. Other than that, there is another separate hut that's not on the mat. There's a little smoky fire, there's some trees, goblins just playing and laughing and not knowing that Orion's probably going to murder them. So, yeah, a couple of goblins that, you know, they're just like, you hear them speaking in goblinoid, and they've seen you guys, they've spotted you all, and they just start like jumping up and down and running around like crazy.
Guys, I don't want to alarm you guys, but I think these might be the frogs in disguise from the sounds of it.
Man, I hope not. This would be a perfect situation for Turing to negotiate.
I do any sort of check to see if they look like they are they angry or about to attack us, or are they just curious about what we're doing there?
You can make a insight check. You also notice these are anthills as well, by the way. You can see massive...
All of us, or just Petra?
Just Petra, she's the one that wanted to do it. So there are these large anthills as well, where you can see like massive bull ants kind of swarming up and down them. And they seem to have built their village around these ants' nests. Alright, Petra, you're not sure what they're doing. They do have weapons. They've got spears, most of them. Like the adult goblins have spears in their hands. And they're jumping up and down, and you're not sure, like none of them are coming in to attack you. Some of them have bows as well, and not a single arrow has been shot. But what some of them do is actually, they start to climb on each other's shoulders. Like a totem pole, forming a stack. 5 high.
So yeah, I'm voting we go around.
Yeah, but we have to avoid the anthills.
We can't speak their language or anything, so I don't think our chance of negotiating that high.
Yeah. So start going this way. I'll be checking for traps.
You can make a perception check to see if there's any traps around the immediate area.
I reckon.
You don't see any hazards, yeah, so...
We should probably go up, because the children are down towards the south.
As you start to move away, a Batiri goblin who looks like she has the trappings of royalty She calls out to you all in common.
Adventurer! Wait! You no go anywhere! Queen Grabstab of Biting Ant Tribe, tell it to you! You no gonna move. You come here!
I say we ignore her and just leave anyway.
Let's.
Grab stab.
There's a lot of them. Let's just go and see what she has to say.
No, let's walk into the group of them.
Are you forgetting what happened with the frogs?
We're fine.
Orion, your common sense is not good.
Alright,
Jasmine.
these Bateri Goblin, they jump on each other's shoulders, and their wooden masks very much make them look like moving totem poles. And they're kind of swaying around, like they're not very well balanced. They're stacked 5 high, and they're moving around, and 5 more jump on each other's shoulders as you guys near. And they kind of surround the queen. And as you get there, the queen says,
No move any closer! Stay here! You, venturer! Why are you coming here? Huh?
Well, we're trying to get not here, but past here.
Huh? You wanna go river? This is Biting Ant territory! We own the river! You no use it unless I say, I queen, I ruler! You know queen!
No, I'm not. Hey, do you want some mango leaves?
And? You're smelly. Say it.
You want me to say that I'm smelly?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm smelly.
You're smelly.
the other goblins start chuckling as well.
You're smelly.
Funny.
Stinks.
Do you see? Mask? You see it?
Yeah.
They are lion. 5 lion. And 5 lion. 10 lion. They will bite you if I say.
Can you not have them bite us, please?
Okay. Maybe we put you in cage and get ant bite you, hey? Or maybe they not bite you because you're smelly.
Riley, do you like that sort of talk?
I think you should talk.
You scared of battle stack? We make the battle stack 10 lion.
Well, how about we give you this talking head?
What the hell?
Giving him Ragda.
What's that?
You said let me talk. I'm a rogue.
What is this on you? Head is speaking?
Yeah.
No make head speak anymore. Now.
Okay. Ragda, shut up.
These Bateri Goblin. They piss me off. I mean, except for Turek, he's alright.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Me queen. So, you know what that mean?
That the other goblins have to listen to you?
Yes. And you have to listen to me. I am queen. And me gonna tell you thing to do, and you gonna do it. Or lion gonna bite you. Okay?
Can I just give you mango leaves and we can go through here?
Mango leaf?
Yeah, I have mango leaves.
Oh, mango leaf. Mango leaf. Mango
I'll pull out my next stack of
What's
mango
that?
leaves.
What's this? Grass?
No, you eat it. It's good for you. It kills you.
It's grass.
It's good. It closes wounds.
There's grass everywhere. You do what I say.
Ugh.
You in my territory. This all my territory. Now. This.
And she has all these little totems and pieces of jewelry, which are basically made from bamboo carvings, like little goblin heads and little animals. And she pulls out a necklace that is an iron disc set with wood. And Millhouse, are you meaning to stay back like that? Or would you be closer? The necklace might grab your attention.
I'll stay with Petra, but I'm not getting any closer than that.
Alright, make a perception check, Millhouse. You're a little bit far away to see this necklace from where you are. You can't really make it out. Yazo, you can tell that the medallion is actually made from adamantine.
Ooh.
Like with your stone cutting.
And she's holding it out, right?
Yeah, it looks like a bronze and adamantine medallion, and it has a word etched into it. And only Orion and Jasmine can make out this word from this distance as she kind of shows it to you. It has the word Vorn. V-O-R-N. And Jasmine and Orion and Yazo and Avon, you can all make an Arcana check to see if you know what this amulet is. If it's magic, if it's just a worthless trinket, or, I mean, it's at least adamantine.
Yes, the barbarian critted on his Arcana check.
Alright, Orion, when you were staying in Wakunga's mansion in Port Nyanzaru, you remember, and you'll recognize this as well, Jasmine. Orion, the way that you know this is because you remember, like, when you're staying up drinking with Wakunga, like the merchant lord from Port Nyanzaru. He told you some story about a shield guardian, an ancient shield guardian that had been lost in the jungles, and it's said to be like an ancient relic. Very powerful ancient relic that is controlled by an amulet. And he said that, like, he just said this jokingly, and you never really paid much attention to it at the time because you guys were just drinking and you're not sure if he was just making this up or not. But he said that, yeah, there is a shield guardian out here in the jungle, and he'd pay good money for it, or he'd trade many spell scrolls for it if he could get his hands on this Vaughn. The shield guardian. And you believe that you are staring at the control amulet for a shield guardian. And Jasmine, just with your knowledge of Arcana or something you've read, you believe that this is also a control amulet for a shield guardian.
But I know where that is.
Apparently he'd found some sort of explorer's journal that was brought out of the jungle about 15 years ago, and he described this wizard's exploration of his various places in Chult. Not enough detail to locate them on the map, but he did say that he'd come across this ancient shield guardian named Vaughn, but he was unable to start it up or anything like that, get it working. Now, with this knowledge, you remember seeing some sort of statue, vaguely, from a Bala.
Looked like it was made of metal.
Exactly. Now do you want to murder the children, Orion?
Is she going to give it to us willingly? We'll see.
See this? This is magic amulet. It got a good for doing magic. You know?
The trade.
Okay.
Okay? It's got a special magic. You go find the magic, you bring it to me, and we let you go by river.
Okay. To bring you the magic, we're gonna need to take that amulet to go get it.
No. This magic amulet. You need me for magic. You gonna go find how it magic, and why it magic, and then you're gonna come back to me. Okay?
Well, in order to bring you the magic, we need the thing. We can't get you the magic without that.
I am queen!
Magic.
I make the rules!
Okay.
You go get a magic, or I ain't gonna bite you! And my lion!
That's fair. That's fair.
Maybe we can trade magic for magic?
You're making me very angry. You're speaking to me. Me is queen. You go do what I say now, or We shot you.
Let's shoot.
All right. Well, it's in this direction, and I'll point like past the river. The magic is in that direction, so we're gonna have to go there to do the magic.
Make a deception check. Alright, as you guys are all standing here as well, there is another observation to make. And this one has probably only, if anyone succeeds on the check, has just kind of become apparent now. And that would be a investigation check.
Investigation.
Is that everybody, you say?
Yeah. It's more of a passive thing that you guys are noticing. As you take a look around at all these different goblins, they wear ponchos made of vines and leaves. They would blend in to the surrounding environment. And there could be some hidden in the trees here and whatnot. And Millhouse, you're trying to discern the purpose of them having this mat here. It doesn't make sense why they would go out of their way to build it here. It doesn't seem to serve any purpose. They could have just built it on the ground. And you think up something that could be a reason why they have this mat. And make me a perception check as well. This is your deduction. This mat is a giant sling. Step 1, the mechanism is primed. Dinosaur comes for the goblins. There is a carefully hidden slip knot, a tripwire. It gets sprung, thwang! The escape mechanism fires. Bam! The entire village relocates.
What a foolproof system. How do I trigger it?
Gotta dislike being the goblin who tried to find their camp after it being flung away.
Do I use this to trigger it?
The dinosaur is left confused as to what the hell just happened.
If you're gonna trigger it, can I try
poor guy that got left? The second panel.
Yeah. One of them apparently is going to get flung just randomly out. So yeah, you're not sure.
Best thing ever.
Looking at this diagram, wait, so has this village recently relocated? Because looking at this diagram, I struggle to believe one of us wouldn't have noticed.
You feel like if this gets flung, they're going to be thrown to their death. Definitely. There's no way they're going to survive this.
How was it activated?
And there is a tripwire cleverly hidden, concealed in these bushes.
Oh.
No.
Let me mage hand the amulet first.
Turik's not even here.
No.
Turik isn't even here.
What we have to do.
You know you want to do it.
If anything, it will just get closer to Mombala.
That is an evil act.
Well, you don't have to do it. There's Avon or Jasmine could do it.
So the queen, anyway, this is just an observation that you've made. And then the queen, she's looking at you, Orion. She got her hands on her hips.
Me tell you, magic is this way, okay? Not river. You're not going river.
And even
Which way is the magic?
you feel like maybe she actually kind of believes you, but she's so stubborn that she just points off in like a random direction. Kind of east. Back the way you came, basically.
I think we know what we have to do here.
So if you are going to lob them, can I do my position visible so I can try and take it?
She's holding it out in front of her.
But if I hold it and then you just launch them, she'll just.
You want to try and
I guess
pickpocket her?
Yeah.
Or steal it off of her?
This is the worst thing.
What does it take to launch them? Just cut the rope?
Well, I've only told the rogue what I've discovered. I've whispered to the rogue. And I'm going to leave it up to the morally dubious rogue to decide what to do with that information.
I will definitely tell Avon straight away. And then I'll tell everybody else.
Well, don't just yell it out.
I told. Then, yeah, I think
She's like,
We got it.
she can hear, you know, she's like 20 feet away from you. She can...
I'm whispering.
Alright,
My
make
bed,
a
my-
stealth
touching
check.
My lip.
Because she's
Stealth.
listening. Yeah, to try and whisper quietly.
Make sure you tell us what's going on.
Alright, yeah. You whisper quietly, and alright, the queen sees you whispering in people's ears, and she like gets very impatient now.
Hey! No more whispering! You go now!
Okay.
Shut!
Okay,
I shut you!
Am I getting the thumbs up from Orion here?
No, do I? So Seb, for RP, do I know about this trigger thing?
The only one that actually deducted that was Jasmine and Millhouse. No one else was able to.
Okay. Then my back is to you. I'm talking to the queen. I'm not happy about it if you were to do it. But
Okay,
I
so
don't know about it.
So I'll do it. I'll do the mage hand on the amulet, and then give you the week to launch. Whoever's launching it. If not, and if no one launches it, I'll launch.
All right. Yeah. Given the fact that the amulet is around her neck, and
you can do it,
the amulet is gonna be clearly visible. Like,
yeah, it'll be a floating amulet. By the time it takes them to realise it, hopefully I'll.
but you could. There's another way. You could try and slip it off her neck, down like her feathered garb, and kind of on the ground under the mat a bit, in a stealthful manner.
Do that.
It's going to be difficult, so you can make to do that. You'll be at disadvantage with a sleight of hand check.
Tell the rest of us what's going on.
All right, you managed to actually loop it around her neck as she's moving. You're waiting for just the right time. She kind of, as she's speaking to Orion as this is happening, she's kind of jostling left to right, yelling and whatnot. And you can kind of slip it off her neck just like that, and then through her feathered garb and her poncho, and down on the ground, and through a gap in this mat, kind of under through around the side of the bamboo, and kind of behind Orion, and into your hand.
Okay, so I'll put that in one of my pockets then.
Why are you still waiting here? Go, she say.
She say.
Go, she say. I say.
I want you to look at what you're going to do to these poor people.
Well, we don't need to now.
I'm sorry, we're going.
You resist the temptation, honestly.
Which way are we going?
We make you shorted!
Northeast, we're going. Come on, guys.
The amulet's just under the mat. Like, we don't have
No, it goes up.
Yazo has it.
Yeah, he can get it into his hand.
What the hell are y'all doing?
We're leaving.
All right, add that to your inventory. Yazo control amulet.
Nice. And I'm so proud of you for not murdering an entire village of goblins.
It would have been a great experience, though.
I would have.
Look at it and tell me you don't want to do it anyway.
Out of character.
Better
Out
not
of character.
leave
That
Ragnar
is
behind.
amazing.
Radgu comes along, and he just says, "That would have been hilarious.
It would have.
Roll me on over, and I'll bite through those vines."
You can't deny that Ragnar the demigod.
That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in published D&D.
Wait.
Like, this isn't like some random person
where we wanna
homebrewing it.
All right.
Wizards of the Coast had to approve that.
So there's no way to get past this river in this area. The goblins' territory is this hex, basically, from what you guys understand. All right, you were doing very good for your travel pace today, and it's only midday when this encounter happens. So we've still got the rest of the day, and it's completely up to you guys what you do from here.
I say we go around.
Before we look at the red herring, let's just remember we're about 3 hexes away from our goal before we start heading all the way back.
Well, how about we go to Orolunga, and we're probably going to get lost and end up closer to Vorn anyway, but we'll have the ability to go to Orolunga and then Vorn. Let's go to the more important thing first.
The thing is, we can't really get past these goblins, can we?
We just go to a different hex.
Yeah, we up or down a hex.
I'll say that Turek tells you that Batiri Goblin territory is about 10 square miles. So yeah, about 1 hex. That's how you can figure that out.
Does anybody have identify for the amulet?
I do.
I'll make sure we're at least a day away.
After the cast has a ritual.
The spell scroll of identify.
I'll make sure we're far away from the goblins before.
Oh yeah, so you feel like the goblins are gonna want to murder you guys now too, by the way.
Sure.
That amulet seems to be something special to them. It won't take it long to realize that.
Yeah, I can use a scroll of identify.
You don't want to save that?
Well, I have.
Come on, when are we going to use identify? Come on.
We can trade this amulet in for something else, yeah? So somebody's looking for this?
Well,
one of
no,
us can use it.
the merchant prince wants like the actual shield guardian, and this thing controls the shield guardian. So if we bring the shield guardian back to Port Nyanzara, we can get some bank off of it, or it can help us fight the Lich and help stop the death curse. But that's a worry for another day. Let's get out of this area and go to Orolunga first.
Let's get the hell away from the goblins fast.
Yeah.
Alright, where are you guys traveling then? You've still got the rest of the day to try and travel.
We're gonna try to make it to Orolunga.
Yep, but which hex are you traveling?
Is the hex we're in?
You have to go. You can't go back through the goblins' territory unless you want to face them.
Are we in their territory right now?
Yeah, that's why you couldn't get through to the river.
Okay, so can we go to the next square over, or we can't go past?
We can't go past it. We're gonna go up or down.
Goblins' territory is 10 feet squared. 10 miles squared. Each one of these hexes is 10 miles, so they control this hex. You have to move into a different one. You'd have to go north, or you'd have to go southeast.
Let's go southeast.
Let's go north. Why?
So if you do get lost, we'll
southeast is
probably end up
closer.
close to the hex.
Southeast is over here.
Oh, southeast.
You guys want to go
I
to
thought it was west.
North. We're going north.
Definitely north.
Okay. You guys head northwest. Kind of subverting Yelyak, the goblin village. You're going around and then trying to find your way back to the river. Alright, this is going to require a survival check. You are going out of your way quite a bit, and you're still trying to move at a fast pace. And that'll be Avon. He's the one leading. Okay, you managed to find your way back to the river, and for the remainder of the day, you don't have any encounters, and you make camp, and you guys are very lucky. You imagine that the goblins are probably hunting you guys at this stage. They haven't found you, because you haven't encountered them. You haven't had any other encounters, so you're going to set up camp.
We set up camp somewhere where there are no vines.
Well, we can't distinguish.
You are in a jungle.
Let's set all the trees on fire.
We chop the vines down first.
Every time we set up
It's a jungle. It's literally hundreds, thousands of square miles of vines.
Don't forget those move as well.
Alright, you guys do your watches, and it looks like the goblins couldn't find your tracks, which pretty lucky because you guys weren't doing anything to prevent yourselves from being tracked.
Oops.
You wake up the next morning, it's extremely warm, and it's rainy. Warm rain.
Goblin
Can we-
heist complete.
Can we have a shield guardian amulet?
That's it. It's a shield guardian amulet. There's not much more
So-
to it. You hold the amulet and
Okay,
control a shield guardian.
You can watch your guardian.
Control it. But yeah, it's a control amulet. So you have the amulet. It belongs to a shield guardian. You can control
What's
that shield guardian. A shield guardian is a 10-foot tall construct made of wood and metal that usually serves a wizard as
Cool.
a defender. They can protect. They're created by wizards. They're very expensive. They can protect the wizard. They can absorb damage that a wizard may take, or anyone really. And
So if I cast it, can I put it back in again, or is it always out?
sorry?
No,
Wait, if I
I think it's an actual construct that you have to locate.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
the control mechanism for an actual construct.
oh, okay.
This is just an
It's not
amulet.
okay, got it.
And you use the amulet to control the construct. Now, there's not really too much to identify about this amulet, other than that. You do have to be within 60 feet of the shield guardian to activate the guardian.
Your house? Do you know how to get within 60 feet of one of them?
Well, we'd have to go to Vorn.
Well, let's go to Vaughan.
Well,
we've got
alright.
the treasure.
Someone make an Arcana check for the amulet as well. There may be a little bit of information, but this is not a magic item per se, so identify doesn't really identify it. You can't just identify it like a regular magic item. It's more lore that you're trying to recall. Okay. There is something wrong with the amulet that you can figure out, Petra. Although you need to be within 60 feet to benefit from the Shield Guardian's magical protection, usually, as long as you're on the same plane of existence, you can call the Guardian to travel to the amulet. But it doesn't work. This one scene, maybe it's because it's ancient. Or maybe there's something preventing the Shield Guardian from moving. But, or even then, if you called it, it would take the Shield Guardian. Well, if you're moving away from it, it'll never reach you, basically. It can only travel 10 miles a day. It will know the way to the amulet.
Is it taller than the treetops, the Shield Guardian?
The Shield Guardian is 10 feet, about 10 feet tall. Jungle canopy. Some of the trees in the jungle are like 40 feet tall.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was bigger, like Jason the Argonauts type thing.
Yazoo, you mind if I hold on to it?
I kind of like it.
Either way.
So yeah, it could be that the Shield Guardian, maybe the goblins didn't know about the amulet. Maybe they didn't know it was a Shield Guardian amulet.
But we have got hot goods, and we should go there first and get rid of them.
You could try to call it, but there would be a risk. You don't know what would happen.
If we have time, let's go to Vorn. Otherwise, let's just do the thing that is killing people all over the world.
But we're never going to get lost again with our new captain.
Great. Then we'll finish. Once we complete the death curse, we'll go get the thing.
Right, well, you can try to call it, and
Okay. If I'm going to call it then. If we're not going to do it, then am I supposed to call it? Is everybody happy with that?
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I think we should definitely call it.
okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, it's not like you have a special connection with the Guardian. You literally just hold the amulet, and
But I don't want to do it. I'll give it to Millhouse.
you just say Vaughan, come to me, and then you won't know if it's going to come to you. at least 40 or 30 miles away.
Yeah, I'll take it. And I'll do it.
Okay, you call it, and yeah, you won't know. You won't know if it's coming or not. You can presume that it's covering 10 miles a day if it's coming towards you. And it'll know the direction towards you. Alright, so you call the Guardian. It's another day. It's warm and sunny. Oh, sorry, it's warm and rainy. Where are you traveling, and what pace are you setting?
Let's do a slow pace and go to Orolunga.
Well, slow pace doesn't guarantee progress. Normal would guarantee progress, but there's a chance that we get, not a high chance, but a chance.
We'd get a better chance of getting there. I don't know. I don't want to accidentally go in the direction of the Goblin Village. We're one space away from each of them, so let's go slow to ensure we get to Orolunga.
Okay.
Well, ultimately it's up to whoever's navigating as well.
That's
In
true.
terms of social distancing, 1.5 metres spacing, cleaning,
Yet again.
screening of staff to make sure that
If we
they
go
don't have
normal,
symptoms.
Raven,
Yeah,
can you mute your mic, please? Thank you. Alright, so is Avon navigating? He's doing pretty good so far.
Yes. Avon's navigating where the group wants to go.
Alright, is everyone happy on a slow pace? Day 51.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Avon's
Loaded.
gonna navigate. Slow pace.
Not run into goblins.
Slow pace. Slow pace. Ooh. It's morning time. You guys have to cross a river. You do so pretty easily. It's not too deep. You get a bit wet, but hey, you're constantly getting rained on in the jungle. And it's completely fine. You do a slow pace, you get to Orolunga. No problem. No encounters. You arrive at Orolunga that night. No problem at all. Still day 51. Alright, it's you actually do so good that there's still about an hour of sunlight left. So you can kind of see just like a golden orange hue from the sun setting over the Mistcliff Mountains to illuminate this location. It's quite nice. And you're probably all quite happy to be here as well, because apparently this will tell you where the death curse is originating from. So you start to see some ruins, some remnants of an ancient city. 4-foot high stone walls that have basically completely crumbled down into the ground, becoming one with the muddy jungle floor. And you see evidence of this ancient city for a little while, for a couple of miles. And that's all there is. It's basically just rubble. There's not much more to it. And there is one feature that stands out among all. And that is a massive brick and stone ziggurat. It rises up from the jungle. It's like a pyramid, multi-layered pyramid, a ziggurat. Now, as you arrive here, you just see a single staircase angling up across this space. There are no others as far as you can tell. And when you look up, you just see the top of the ziggurat to be, well, you can't even really see the top. These steps are like 30 feet above your heads. The next layer is 30 feet above your heads, and then another 30 feet. And it just repeats that up into the third level. Each successive layer seems to add less height than the one below, and the 4th level is about 60 feet above the jungle floor, and it seems to like there is an enclosed shrine or temple of some sort, but its walls are adorned with labyrinth symbols, and it's enclosed somewhat, so you can't really see inside it. And the jungle encroaches right up to this ancient structure. Now, the first flight of steps that you see are choked with creepers, tree roots, flowering vines. Might have been surrounded by a city long ago, evidence of all these ruins and whatnot in the surrounding area. And the jungle is so dense that it would take hours of searching to find buried foundations and tumbled stone beneath you all. So, vines and creepers. Shouldn't be too hard to navigate across.
Can I throw a rock at the vines and creepers?
Sure. You throw a rock at them. The rock just kind of hits these stone steps and bounces off. The steps are, kind of the stonework's been split open. Vines have made their new home here. Other than that, nothing happens. I mean, the rock just bounces to the ground, and you just see these moss-clung steps.
Can I have a look in the vines and creepers for any sort of spikes or anything in there?
Sure. Make a perception check. See if there's maybe the company of the Yellow Banner trying to just lay a trap for you guys. And it's fine. So the steps are actually... this map is a little bit abstracted, but the steps are actually 50 feet long, and they rise about 30 feet. You just see a tangle of roots and vines and creepers covering the steps, and nothing more that seems hazardous at all. They're just harmless-looking vines.
Well, it looks really weird.
What did you say? Alright, you step up, Orion, and as you do, the vines, for the first 10 feet, the vines seem to be kind of dragging you back, and it's slow going. You feel like there is some sort of magic encasing the ziggurat, because the vines are just, they're not like physically dragging you back, but you just feel some sort of force pushing against you. And the first 10 feet are difficult terrain. You start to make your way through. After 10 feet, you notice that the vines have started to grow thorns out of nowhere, and they scratch you. You step another foot closer, so you've got 39 feet left, and you take 1 point of slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay, I'll also run up to that point.
Okay, same thing happens to you, Yazo. You get all the way up there. The first 10 feet are difficult terrain, and then as you take another step, thorns just magically spring out of the vine, and you take 1 slashing damage. And that's just after stepping forward another foot.
Can I light a torch?
Yeah. Spark a torch.
Can I hold the torch to the spiky vines and kind of step out of them?
Yeah. So you step back and you put the torch down to the thorns and you start to burn them. And as you're doing that, more vines flourish, sprouting out, growing thicker.
Okay, I'll hit it with my green flame blade.
You stab the vines. Now, a rapier is not a very effective weapon for cutting through something, so it's because it's a piercing weapon. But
no, but just the flame.
The green flame just kind of, it's almost as if you cause the thorns to even grow quicker. It's like a fertilizer for them. More vines and more thorns sprout out.
You want to find another entrance?
Yeah. Oh, I can stay here. You can carry on if you want.
Millhouse, can you see if there's any sort of magic and what possible?
If you want to wait 10 minutes for me to cast it as a ritual, sure.
Sure. It'll be fun while you're casting it to watch them try to climb.
Alright, I'll begin casting Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay. Alright, so these guys are only 10 feet through the 50-foot climb of the first layer of steps. Does anyone want to do anything during these 10 minutes?
Is this another, like the first layer right here?
Yeah, the map is abstracted.
We search for another way up.
This thing will be a bit more theater than mine, really. The only steps you've seen are here. But it is a ziggurat. You've only seen one side of it, really.
Yeah, let's go check the other sides.
I would check around it.
As I mentioned before, the jungle and roaches all the way up to the ziggurat. There's just a few remnants of this ancient city. And there are no steps on this side, on the northern face of the ziggurat. So just imagine like a multi-layered pyramid. Like giant steps, basically. Steps for a giant. So they're 30 feet high. You can't see over the top of them. The walls are smooth, but the ancient remnants of Orolunga's ziggurats are pockmarked. So there are cracks in the stone walls. There are plenty of handholds and footholds you could try to climb up. Other than that, there's no steps on the east side.
Can I try and get a crowbar in here at this broken wall?
A crowbar?
There's a broken wall here, is that right?
Yeah, there's stonework chipped off the ziggurat everywhere.
That's just okay. So that area is not weak.
So yeah, a ziggurat actually doesn't have. It's not like a pyramid where it has rooms inside it. Generally, it's just like, well, at least this type of one doesn't. So you feel like the only actual chamber is on top of it. The rest of it is just steps, basically. I'll show you guys some artwork of ziggurat.
Did you say that there were chips in it that make it like possible to climb this wall?
Yeah, you could try and climb it.
Can I give that a try?
Sure.
Sure you want to not fall off?
Is that the athletics?
Are you just doing it with your hands and feet, rock climbing style?
Does anybody have a climber's kit?
Do not.
Nope. I mean, there's an abundance of handholds and footholds.
Well, unless anybody wants to stand under me and catch me, I will. How high is the next?
30. It's 30 feet.
Yeah, I'll climb it.
Alright, so I'll show you some artwork of ziggurats as well, so you guys get a bit of visualization. Alright, so this is a ziggurat. But, so you can see the different layers of steps, and these ones have like steps leading straight up to the top. This one very much looks like this, except it's more like this. It's like a mixture between both of them. It's like layered 30 feet and 30 feet. And it does have a monument, a shrine up the top. Alright, so make an athletics check. Where are you trying to climb, Ryan? Just here next to the steps?
I'll try to put a little bit of space away from the vines, so more like over here.
Sure.
But yeah.
Go for it. Make an athletics check. Alright, it's so easy for you to climb, Ryan. No problem. You climb up, and you get up 15 feet, and then the next handhold you grab, it's like there's nothing there. And you fall. You fall a good 15 feet. Boof. You land on the ground, you tumble prone and take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Guys, don't climb it.
Petros just start laughing there.
There's no explanation as to why that happened. Alright, this has been 10 minutes now. Detect magic goes off. Alright, Millhouse, you find that the ziggurat is encased in magic as Orion suspected. And yeah, there is some sort of protective shell. It's not a particular school of magic, but there is a distinct line of magic from the very first step of the ziggurat.
I'd like to walk around the ziggurat to check if there's any breaks in the line.
Okay, you go around the entire thing. It only takes a couple of minutes, and this protective shell encases the ziggurat completely.
I want to see what happens when I enter the protective shell.
Well, the only stairs are here. Other than that, you'd be climbing up.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Alright, same thing happens to you. The first 10 feet of these 50-foot long stairs are difficult terrain. And it just slows you down a little bit. Then, the vines start to sprout thorns. And the next step you take causes you to take 1 point of slashing damage.
So let's keep
Now,
on going up then.
You've got 39 feet to go. You could keep on going if you want. It feels like you're going to get scratched every step you take.
Do you think you get scratched?
Is it scratching my ankles, or is it like, could I ride my steel defender up to avoid getting scratched?
It seems to be scratching your legs, yeah.
So I can ride steel defender?
Yeah. Nothing's
Petra,
preventing
can
you
make
from
people
riding
fly?
it.
I'll ride it, and as he gets low, I'll just heal him up again.
Alright.
He needs repair function.
He takes another step with you on its back, and the vines they sprout up and whoosh, one of them slashes you across the arm, and you and him both take 1 point of slashing damage.
That's not gonna work.
As this is happening, and you take that second step, you guys are just chilling. You look over, Avon's next to Jasmine, Ragdar's with Orion, Petra's standing there, and Millhouse is on Steel Defender, Yazo's there, and there's the Chwinga that was always just standing there with you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, clearly. Orion, this is you.
You're looking around, and all of a sudden you realize there is a Chwinga just standing around as if it belongs with you all. This little sprite.
I love these guys.
Wave at it.
They're good luck.
1 foot tall, and its mask resembles a Triceratops head. It's also carrying a large orange and purple orchid. And then, with the orchid in its hands, it charges up the steps and runs straight through the vines, disappearing to the next level.
Right, let's find an orchid.
Does it look like it got scratched up?
You just have to dash
No,
it.
it just runs, just ran straight up, and it's gone. These things are very small. You feel like it would have been destroyed instantly if it was getting scratched up. Yazo suggests that's what you have to do. You have to run really quick.
Yeah.
And he volunteers to go first.
Go ahead and try it.
So I'll do my full movement run and my rogue action as well.
No, I will grab him. I'll grab him by the scruff of the neck. Dumbass, no!
That's what you gotta do.
No! Dumbass, he's carrying a flower. Flowers
Maybe
are
we
magic.
need the flower, yeah. Can I try to look around to see if I can find a flower?
Jesus.
There are no flowers in your field of view. Just some palms, some jungle plants, some vines, could be assassin vines, and some stones, some ancient stones.
Well, if he had it, so it should be close. Can I try to look around I guess, not in this area, but around because it should be somewhere near, I guess, the Zagath. So, can I try to look around there?
Yeah, you can go around and take a look. I think Orion and Millhouse have been around already. They didn't see any flowers, but you're welcome to take a look around. Petra, you can move around on the map. And just in case tracking your location becomes important.
How's the flower searching going?
There's a flower over here.
Immediately when you step around the corner, Petra, you notice a purple orchid sticking up from the ground. And it has 8 flowers. It's a bunch of them, 8 orchids.
Does it look like the same one, kind of like the same one he was carrying?
Yeah, it's a purple orchid. Very sturdy plant, flower, I should say.
What would I need to I guess pick it?
Roll for flower picking.
Hands.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the. I'm not gonna pick the full 8 because we only it's 6. It's 6 or 7 of us.
Yep. All right.
I'm gonna pick one for each of us.
Okay. Yeah, you can pick them. And all right, as this is happening, something else is happening. All right, those of you who are waiting. Actually, I just need to check something about your character really quick. Alright, as you guys have been waiting, Petra's been gone an entire hour, and she hasn't come back.
Am I looking at her?
No. You've went around and searched for her, and you haven't seen her. And then an hour later, she just comes back with these orchids, strangely. And Petra, you felt like literally 2 minutes have gone by.
Okay. So yeah, I come back with the orchids and.
The actual fuck.
What? What?
Just like the assassin tree fight.
Where the hell were you?
I was only gone for like 2 minutes.
No.
It was only 2 minutes. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Have you got a flower for me there, Petra?
Yeah. I give 1 flower to everybody and I say who's gonna test it out.
Okay, now I'll go full bolt through everything. I'll say thank you to Orion.
Alright, you take the purple orchid and you dart through the stairs. And you have got a backup character, right, Yarzo? Okay, alright, well, we're ending the session there. You make it up, you don't die. Just
I wonder how much damage would I've got? Would it have killed
40.
me?
I would imagine your character would have stopped when he started taking damage.
I think I could have made it to the top though.
Yeah, but you would have taken 40 points of damage.
He accepts his death. Let him do it.
I still have 7 left.
Alright, that's it for today. We're going to pick it up
quick
here next session. Yeah.
Question. So, the Isaac spells, can I use those? I'll populate it in the chat. Just give me a second. I didn't know it was part of a separate module thing. I just saw it in my options. 1 second.
I'll see you next week, everybody.
Bye bye.
Yeah, catches.
Yeah, I think it is like Eberron. I think it's Eberron or something.
Yeah, I asked everybody during the break, and Conservative put up that it was for a different module or different area.
Yeah, I think it's Eberron. So yeah, this is a Forgotten Realms campaign, so no Eberron stuff. Yep. I'm not really big on Eberron lore and that. I don't really know about the different houses and stuff like that.
I just finally took the time to read through it, and I just noticed, so I thought I would ask.
I think, actually, that might even be Ravnica. I think that might be Ravnica. Anyway, yeah, you might want to change that background.